When my sweetheart seems so far, I wish upon a star. Je vois la vie en rose. And the beauty of the song reminds me we belong together in a soul.
A brand new Planet Fitness is opening near you. Join the judgment-free zone today for access to tons of brand new equipment. Start getting that big fitness.
Shaking is all you gotta do. Spin your body round and round. Move it, move it, move it. We'll revel by the pool. Now this feeling makes too good to be true. Let's dance. I'm gonna be the last man dancing. You really got me overdrive. When all is done to you, we'll see who's the king of the party. Who's the king of the party? Yeah. I'm getting loose to all is grooving. I can feel the fever pulsing in my body. Don't stop the party. Let the music blow away my cares and worries. Shaking, shaking, shaking is all you gotta do. Put your hands up over my head. Move it, move it, move it. We'll rebel by the pool. I will show you what we got when the sun is starting going down. It's going down. It's going down. The second round. Whoa, yeah. Party time, everybody go party time. Hey, party time, everybody move, it's party time. Hey, party time, everybody go party time. Hey, party time, everybody move your body. Hey, party time, everybody go party time. Let's dance. Hey, party time, everybody move, it's party time. Hey, party time, everybody go party time. Let's dance. Hey, party time, everybody go, it's party. I'm gonna be the last man dancing. You really got me overdrive, overdrive. When all is done to you, will see who's the master of the party tonight. I'm getting used to all desire. Don't need to show me what to do, what to do. When all is done to you, will see who's the king of the party, who's the king of the party. Yeah. Hey, party, everybody go party time. Hey, party, everybody move, it's party time. Hey, party, everybody go party time. Who's the king of the party? Who's the king of the party? Yeah.
Hello, everyone. Hold on, I need to connect to YouTube Live. Oh man, I haven't live on YouTube for a while, so let me just hold on a second. Okay, we live. Let's see, YouTube Studio. Okay, there's a problem with the YouTube jackbox. I need to refresh it. Hold on. Okay. Let's see. Okay, it's working now. Oh my god. Woo. Okay. Turn my YouTube player off. I need to turn this sound on. Let's see. Turn volume a little bit. Okay. Okay. So for those who wondering, for those who noticed that I changing my avatar. I mean, it's still my avatar, but she is wearing female cheap outfit for the Path to Nowhere stream. So yeah. This is gonna be fun. So I already did the Hypatia event like a week ago because I was on a 1 week break, and I also have to spend time with my distant relative because it's the first time when from Vietnam to visit in the United States, so I have to spend time with them to showing them around and stuff. So I just spend most of my time playing this new event on offline. So I'll just replay this again on stream for anyone who didn't get a chance to, you know, have time to play it or didn't play the game but also want to know what the heck is going on. So yeah. So yeah. Let's see. Okay. Everything's good. Let's just start it. I mean, I already know what's going on, but I'll play this for those who not play the game but just want to know the lore. Okay. Let me check if my mic is on. Okay, my mic is on. Thank God. Okay. Let's get back to the story. Under the eternal golden rose, you must now take this oath. Do you hereby swear that from this day forward, as a child of Fraser, you will dedicate yourself wholly to this city and lead its people toward prosperity?
Yes, I swear.
Do you hereby swear that you will do everything in your power to carry forward in the guidance of your great predecessor and never dishonor the glory bestowed upon your shoulder?
Yes, I will be true to my word and deed, never forgetting the compassion and justice in my heart.
Finally, do you swear before the golden rose that no matter the hardship, whatever the cost, you will never abandon your duty and betray your oath, even if the price is everything you hold dear? Oh boy. The girls opened her eyes. The sunlight poured through the wide window, cutting the room cleanly in half. She stands beside the operation station. Liquid metal flows silently before her, gradually separating, merging, realigning until it forms an integrated spiral. Following her movements, the spiral continued to extend, assembling into an intricate yet elegant structure. The finely layered metal constructs itself tier by tier, reflecting scattered points of light. The metal growth halted. The girl looked towards the communicator on the other side of the room. Take a deep breath and answer the call.
Routine report number 8.
There she is.
The latest shielding device is almost ready for deployment. Currently, material consumption remains higher than projected. We need to continue gathering data to complete the final optimization. However...
Okay, I just realized my cheap avatar is kind of big. Hold on. Let me scale her down a little bit. So she cannot blocking the there we go. Okay. Okay. The girl breathed in deeply, slowly clenching her fist until her fingertip dig into her palm. Light streamed through the floor to the ceiling window, but failed to reach where she stands.
Regarding the calamity beyond the city walls, that thing has been acting up more and more frequently. This city continues to restrict hypercube exports, and now there are many injured people within our city. Our equipment and supplies aren't sufficient for long-term resistance against it. If we could secure support from the family, our progress would certainly be more promising. Besides, things in this city...
Hypatia. The girl is interrupted. She lifts her head as the cold light pulses from the top of the communicator before her. Just focus on what you should be doing. Don't forget the true purpose of our Autumn Secretum's research.
Yes, I understand.
The communications crystal flashed a few more times before going completely out. The room falls silent, leaving only the sound of the girl suppressing breathing. Mental component awaiting adjustment lie abandoned on the operation station. Hypatia walked to the window, her gaze sweeping across the town below before fixing on the pitch-black storm, gradually approaching from the distance. Black sand filled the sky as mania howls through the wind, swallowing every existent caught in its path. It loomed overhead like an eternal curtain of chaos, never to withdraw. Still, sudden an incongruous bright spot appeared in the darkness.
Huh? What is that?
Oh, I wonder who is that? I wonder who is it? At the center of the storm, the tiny spot of light grew increasingly visible, drawing closer and closer. And then... who is it? Bang! A battered vehicle burst out of the storm, followed by a piercing scream, and a girl chasing desperately behind the car. The car grimaced in terror, her shriek cutting through the air. It's a girl, Hella, yup!
Wait for me! Let me get on first!
Our daughter, our beloved daughter is back. Oh man. Next chapter we go. Sand howls and engines roar. The Legion vehicle bowed ahead with the room at full speed, its body covered in scratches and its roof completely torn off. Passengers who should have been distributed across several vehicles are now crammed into this battle-damaged transport. Someone in the car leans out dangerously to shout at the girl sprinting desperately behind. Hella, faster! That thing behind you is literally going to bite your ass.
Help! 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 Cut the crap and just pull me up already! Ah!
Hella's legs pumped like piston until finally, with one desperate leap, she grabs the outstretched hand and gets yanked aboard shakily.
Everyone, hold tight. I'm speeding up.
Yes! Our girl horror. Everyone hotel. Oh, okay. She already read that line. The next instant, the vehicle swerves sharply around the broken rock, nearly throwing Hella off the edge where she perched. But the turn also gives her a perfect view of their pursuer in all its terrifying glory. Behind them, Sand and Mania had fused into impenetrable darkness that hugged the ground. Advancing with overwhelming force, countless tiny razor-sharp debris swirled within the massive storm, transformed into colossal meat grinder, racing forward at over 100 miles per hour. Oh, that's terrifying. This is no ordinary sandstorm. What's swirled within the wings is insane. A tiny metal-like fragment, attached and linked together by mania, dancing to form a sky-darkened black magnetic sandstorm that swallowed everything caught in its path.
Something's wrong. We've been moving sideways. We should have escaped its path by now. Unless...
Visibly on the side of the car plummet as the black sand closing on the Legion.
Damn it! The storm is tracking our movements. It's hunting us down.
Uh-oh. A massive rock hustle passed, missing Hela head by inches before smashing the Legion vehicle's side mirror. Within seconds, metal fragment in the hurricane behind them shred the rock to pieces, reducing it to dust that blend into the raging storm. That's scary, man.
No, I didn't
Like
survive
getting
all those
chased by
scoundrels at Desert Rapids
giant
only to die
ass,
here.
like
None of you
tornado like
will take them to
monster.
cheat anybody. Help me! I swear I'll never steal anything again.
Oh man. Poor Hela. The breeze from the storm hammers against the vehicle, stripping away patches of paint. The fragments strike with an eerie rim, forming whisper that penetrates Hela's ears, compelling her to look back. When she does, she hears a deeper drone from behind them.
What's that sound? What is that?
Stay. The entire vehicle strained forward in a desperate attempt to break free. Only Hela is looking back, witnessing the dense black shadow lurking at the heart of the magnetic storm. Stay. Stay here with us. With a piercing shriek, a massive boulder comes hurling through the air, flying straight toward Horo in the driver's seat. Uh-oh.
Horo, watch out!
Hela collapsed limply on top of Horo. She pushed Horo away but couldn't dodge the boulder herself.
Hela! Damn it!
That's not good. She has no time to check on Hela and slammed down on the accelerator. The engine let out a dying roar, but that dark shadow is still slowly closing in on their vehicle. Sunlight vanishes behind the swirling dust, plunging everything into darkness. Contamination grows thicker, distorting vision with dancing spots. The tapping sound transformed from whisper into a piercing shriek that stabbed painfully at the eardrum until... Oh! The heavy darkness is cut open. The light suddenly bursts forth. Into view comes a massive metal device of bizarre design. Mounted at the center of a small sandboat, is radiating a soft golden glow that drives back both the storm and contamination. Several figures in black robes operate the device. Their faces impossible to discern. They rotate the instrument, aiming directly at the dark shadow at the center of the magnetic storm. The metal device pulses with faint light, establishing a defensive line that shields against the mania. The hurricane howls around them. Horo can make out what the strangers are shouting, but she can see the hands gesture. They're signaling for the Legion vehicle to follow them, but they seem to be heading deeper into the storm. Oh, where the heck are we going? Horo grits her teeth and stamps her foot. then slammed down on the accelerator to follow them, trailing the small sand boat into a narrow crevice at the base of the rock face. At the center of the tunnel, the storm finally stopped. The raging black sand cannot reach inside the tunnel. The passage stretches deep into the darkness, mysterious and chilly. But regardless, the storm has stopped. Only now can Horo spare the energy to check on the wounded on board.
Where's Hella? How is she?
She's not doing good right now. I mean, she got injured, but she got knocked out. Her injuries aren't serious, but she hasn't regained consciousness yet. She'll probably need a bit more time to come around.
All right. What about the others?
In truth, everyone has sustained injury to varying degrees, but the wounded simply wave their hands dismissively, indicating they are fine. In the distance, the sand boat gradually comes to a stop. The black robed figure on board huddled together, muttering unintelligibly amongst themselves. They repeatedly glance toward the Legion vehicle, yet cautiously avoid approaching immediately. Uh-oh. They really hate the Legion, huh? The Legion. Oh man. The mysterious group isn't made up of fighters. Their combat ability and tactical awareness are only average, but the strange metal device of theirs can resist mania almost as well as hypercubes do. Furthermore, the black magnetic sandstorm out there was also extremely unusual. Unlike any sandstorm the Legion has previously encountered, it has simply swept in one direction, but seemed to have locked into the Legion, pursuing them relentlessly. Could this extraordinary phenomenon be connected to the inheritors? Oh, we're going back to the inheritance plot line. This photograph was recovered from the wreckage of a white sand merchant caravan. The place was already wrecked when the region arrived. Horo discovered a blue-stained envelope hidden in a secret compartment among the cargo, which contained this photograph. The origin of the inheritance picture was still unknown, so the Legion could only follow the caravan trail, hoping to trace its source. Eventually, that destination pointed to the outskirts of Fraser, a small settlement so obscure it wasn't even marked on any maps. So it's like an isolated place, I think. Perhaps what she's been searching for all this time is right here. Meanwhile, the row figures seem to have finished their discussion, and one of them approached the Legion vehicle. He speaks at length, but Horo can't understand a single word. It's the dialect of a foreign race from white sand. The leader frowned and said a few more sentences. He pointed at the unconscious Hela in the vehicle. His tone became serious as murmurs of agitation spread through the crowd behind him. They are angry. Horo stripped slightly to shield Hela from view. Outland groups on white sand don't all share the same attitude toward the city. Before any formal negotiation, she needs to determine where these people stand. And then a weak groan comes from behind. Horo immediately sensed trouble, but by the time she turned around, it's already too late. Oh, Hella's waking up. Uh-oh.
Oh, my head's spinning. Well, where the heck did that storm blow us to?
Hella, you wake up at the bad time, girl. Oh no. Hella gradually pulls herself up, only to find herself caught between two groups staring at her with completely different expression. Yep, that's not good. Horo's face contorted in dismay, while the young man's expression darkened the instant he heard the Decidian words, and he immediately grabbed his weapon.
Oh no, don't tell me I've messed up again.
The rough figure erupted into chaos, shouting in their unintelligible language as they charged forward.
You're from this city! Spies! Take this!
Oh god. Some hardhead in the Legion trying to rise to their feet, but Horo forcibly hold them down. The situation is still unclear. The inheritance is missing, and we still need to investigate their new weapon. This isn't the time for conflict. We can't all be captured. At least one of us needs to remain free. Is it Hella? Yup. Someone can infiltrate the enemy camp and gain their acceptance. With a swift motion, Horo grabbed Hella and shoved her off the vehicle, sending her tumbling directly into the group of roped figure behind.
Useless trash! Always running your mouth and ruining our plans. Should have sold you to this city a long time ago.
Here comes their perfect plan. Their eyes meet, and Hella immediately understands Horo's plan. Yup.
You, shut it, you filthy human trafficker! She forced me into all this! Please help me!
After a chaotic struggle, the rogue figure finally subdued the Legion. They searched through everything in the vehicle, not sparing even the Legionnaire personal belongings. Finding no concrete evidence of espionage, the young man's eyes them suspiciously before finally waving his hand, ordering them to be detained for the time being. As for Hela, who rebelled against her companion, the leading young man approached Hela and speak, but the stream of unintelligible sound only result in a bewildered expression on Hela's face. Scratching his head, the youth opened his mouth again, now speaking in Decidian with a peculiar accent.
My words, do you understand? Are you with them?
No, me good!
Oh man. Good old Hela. The youth translate Hela's words to his companion, triggering another wave of collective outrage. Oh.
So, they tricked you into coming with them? Do you know where your home is? Do you have somewhere to go back to?
Am I supposed to have one?
Hela steals a glance at Horo, who shakes her head in response.
No, I don't anymore! They were planning to sell me to some unknown town real far away. I don't remember the way back. Even if I wanted to return, I couldn't anymore.
After hearing this, the youth glares at the Legionnaire with righteous fury, then pulled Hela protectively to his side.
Bastards from this city. Don't worry, you're safe now. Come on, you can come on with us.
Thank you all so much.
The suspicious spy had tied up while Hela, the damsel in distress, received an enthusiastic welcome as they escort her deeper into the passage. She looked back discreetly, making eye contact with her crew. Though her eyes are filled with panic, she still managed to give them a stiff thumbs up while silently mouthing some word.
Don't worry. I'll definitely find a way to rescue you all.
As they continue forward, the bright spot at the tunnel ends keep growing inside. Emerging suddenly from the darkness, Hela's eyes can barely stay open against the piercing brightness. While Hela opened her eyes, the first thing she sees are beams of light cascading from above, and at the edge of her vision, a figure with overwhelming presence. Oh, there she is. Hypatia. From above, a figure stands bathed in radiance. Her silhouette is swallowed by blinding light, making her appear hazy.
Huh? Someone standing by the window. Who is it?
From a distance, Hela seemed to lock eyes with the figure. She can't make out her face, only catching glimpses of flowing robe and long golden hair cascading down her back. The figure by the window appeared to notice Hela too. She turned her head, seemingly about to say something to Hela. But her voice is still blurred out by the distance, dissolving into the light. After another blink, the figure by the window has vanished. Hela rubbed her eyes vigorously, and the dizziness finally subsided as her vision returned to normal. And before her stretched a scene entirely different from what she witnessed moment ago. Before her is a city that seemed to have emerged from rock rifts. Winding paths spiral throughout, with the crooked dwellings embedded haphazardly on the rock faces. Their entrance extends outward into a collection of tents. People move through their seemingly chaotic yet somehow orderly space, chattering away in a white sand dialect like Hela can barely understand.
What is this place?
The young boy walked up to Hela, spreading his arm with a grin as he proudly announced.
Welcome to the safest place in all of White Sands. Führer, the city born out of rock rifts.
Führer. The black-robed figure removed their hood, revealing kind and unassuming face. They exchanged greetings with townfolk passing by, and gently nudged Hela forward while continuing their enthusiastic chatter in words she can't understand.
Old Ross, over here! I'm back! Did you miss your dear Tarek, old man?
The dark-skinned youth's voice boomed across the distance, catching the attention of a man over 10 meters away. The severe-looking man stride quickly towards them and promptly seized the boy by his ear.
Miss you? As if. You troublemaker. This is our last sand boat. If you wreck it, where are we supposed to get another one, huh?
After finally releasing his grip, the stern-faced man turned to Hela, his gaze piercing. Uh-oh.
Hello?
He seemed to, getting sus from you, Hela. The man brown furrow, sending Hela into a state of panic. Her mind raced desperately for something to say. Is her cover about to be blown?
We just rescued this girl from the Dis City traffickers. She only understands the common tongue. They probably kidnapped her from somewhere near Dis City. Now she can't get back home. Poor thing.
The crowd gathered nearby and fall silent for a few seconds. In the next instant, all Furians are swarming around Hela. Those fucking bastard! Have they no shame getting into this kind of dirty trade? Are you hurt? Poor child, look how they starved you. Where are you from, honey? How did you end up captured by the city people? Their speech is a mixture of white sand dialect and heavily accents Disian. Concerned that Hela may not understand, they slow down deliberately, carefully enunciating each word. Though Hela still can't understand much, the concern on their face seemed genuine. Glancing over at Tarek, she catches him, giving her a thumb up with an encouraging look. But she can't mention the city or the NPCC, and she needs these people to believe her. What kind of false identity should she make up? As Hela pondered this, inspiration strike.
My name is Hela, and I used to live in a place called, Tuco.
Oh man, I already miss Corin, bro. I miss Tuco and Corin. As they say, the first step is always the hardest. The lies come more and more easily as Hela continued, her voice breaking with tears as she described how Tuco went from a prosperous town into a barren wasteland, recounting a perfect tearjerker about a poor kidnapped child.
It was just a tiny town not far from this city, but life was decent enough. Then disasters got worse, and hypercubes became too expensive. When we couldn't pay our debts, those Dis City thugs kidnapped all of us to sell for profit. Thank you all so much. If you hadn't saved
Girl,
me,
you're acting.
who
Oh my
knows where they
god.
would have sold me off to.
Her performance is so convincing that all the town people listen with bitter indignation.
Told you there's not a decent soul in Dis City. Someone who ran away to that place told me they even detonated massive bombs called Black Rings in the city. For all we know, they might even be behind all these disasters everywhere. Ah!
Oh. A hand grabbed Tarek by the ear and yanked him away. Is it Roz? Yep.
Don't listen to his nonsense. Here, now some candy.
The man produced some coarse brown sugar wrapped in a wrinkled piece of oil paper. The sugar lumps have been broken into irregular small pieces, nothing like refined candy from the city. But his careful handling suggests it's a precious commodity here.
Merchants don't pass through here, so our town has nothing proper to offer as a welcome gift. Still, we'll have no problem taking care of one more kid.
Aww. Huh? She recalls the map she's seen from Horo. This place isn't that far from the trade route. Couldn't it be because of that strange magnetic storm outside? Remembering her intel gathering mission, Hella's eyes dark cunningly as she rubs them and make her voice sound even more pitiful and distressed.
I've never seen anything like that sandstorm out there. It was chasing after us and was even making strange noises. Have the sandstorms around here always been like this?
The Furorians exchange glances with each other and sign.
I suppose so. Those Dis City folks were foolish enough to charge right into it. It was a suicidal move.
What happened to the Legion? I mean, those guys from Dis City. Where did they go? Will they come back to do more bad things?
Those guys? They're probably taken underground. There's a special place down there where bad people get locked up.
Hella peers around trying to spot the underground place Tarek mentioned when she feels a weight up her head. Tarek ruffles her hair and leads her towards the town center.
Don't worry, you're one of us now. Those Dis City thugs won't ever get to hurt you again. This is Granny Nisa, the best doctor you can ever find. You can go to her with any health problems. And that's old Ross. Don't mind his grumpy face. Most of the caverns here were in fact designed by him. He's among the coolest guys in Fuhrer.
And he's hot.
And there's little curly-haired Zaid over there, always waving those raggedy cards around. Feel free to mess with him a bit if you ever find yourself bored. Promise you it's fun.
In Hella's eyes, those are merely some card print with a colorful pattern. Nothing like the real stuff she's seen before.
Stop laughing! And they're not raggedy. These are real tarot cards, and they're very valuable.
Eager to prove his fortune-telling skill, Zaid pulled a card from his deck. It showed a crude drawing of something tall and skinny with an distinguishable shape. Zaid explained that this is the symbol of possibly a long loaf of bread.
Oh, right. I saw someone earlier standing by a window up there. She seemed different from everyone else. Is she a Furorian too?
Oh, you're talking about Hypatia from the lab.
Who's that?
Hypatia. At the mention of Hypatia name, Zaid immediately rushed it over, throwing his arm up and stretching them wide to form an enormous circle.
Hypatia always comes down to play with us, and she brings me snacks every time. She's the most super duper nicest person ever!
Indeed. She helped us build our town and kept us fed. If it weren't for the Campbells, Fuhrer might still be nothing more than a shabby shelter today.
So, for those who don't know, Irene, her last name is Campbell. So we only know her, and I only know her like one member of the Campbell's family, but now we also know about Hypatia Campbell's too. So I'm glad that they dig into the Campbell families now, because I want to know more about them. Like, they shady and stuff, but I want to know more about them. Like, what the heck are they up to, you know? Campbell's. Are they talking about that girl? Looking around, the town definitely has facility with technology far beyond what you expect from a small settlement. Equipment of such caliber and quality is not seen in just any small town in White Sand.
She doesn't even look much older than me. Is she really that remarkable?
Of course! I mean, look!
Tarek guided Hella to look up. At the top of the field, an irregular circle of rocks seemed to hang in the sky. Looking closer, there seemed to be something in the air that vividly illuminated when struck, forming a network of glittering points. Outside, the storm continued to rage, darkening the sky, yet unable to reach the city.
hypercubes. Never seen anything like that even in this city. How did you guys pull that off?
With our great Lady Campbell here, what could possibly stop us? She's the one who brought Aurum Secretum from Frasier, which blocks mania and contamination. You can basically take a stroll outside during a storm with it. Even without hypercubes, Führer stands strong thanks to this barrier. With her around, this is the safest place in all of White Sands.
I mean, depends, you know.
Secretum?
Terry continued to enthusiastically, but Hela's attention has been caught by something else he mentioned. Aurum Secretum. It was probably what saved us. If this stuff is really that powerful, then...
So, what does this Aurum something look like anyway? Can we use it too?
Aurum something. Oh man, that would change Hela. Terry thumbs his own chest proudly and run back to the sand boat they arrived on, unloading an oddly shaped metal device from the cabin. He pressed something on the device, and with a soft humming sound, it slowly rotates and unfolds, emitting the same fluorescent glow as the barrier.
Whoa! It's actually the real deal!
Ideas stopped popping to her head. The Aurum Secretum right here. Should I make a move now? No. Too many pairs of eyes. I still need to find a way to rescue Horo. But if I miss this chance, who knows when I get my hand on this precious stuff again?
Though production is still low now, someday it'll replace hypercubes throughout White Sands. And then we won't have to fear Dis City attacking us again. With Aurum Secretum in our hands, who knows? We might even beat them.
Attack again?
Wait, what do you mean Dis City attacking again?
Uh-oh. Speaking of timing, yikes. The city alarms suddenly go off.
Oh crap! Don't tell me someone's actually attacking!
No, that's not it. There's a shattering sound from a high above. Hela looks up in horror, just in time to see a crack spreading in the one solid defensive barrier. The next moment, a sharp claw tears through the barrier. Sandy, Wing, and Mania rush into the city.
Watch out! Something's breaking through!
What the heck are we? Okay, we're on 1, 2. Sand beasts and corruptors crawl through the crack in the barrier, breaking havoc on the city infrastructure. Scream, wails, and monstrous howl has replaced the bustling piece of daily life, transforming fear into a battlefield in an instant. The barrier overhead flickers frantically, as if struggle to once again contain the many outside, but each attempt to torn apart by a howling sand and wind.
No way! We can't fight these things! Run! Wait, what?
Hela turned around, shocked to see that most of the residents isn't retreating. Instead, they grabbing whatever they can find: pot, pans, and other utensils as makeshift weapon, apparently preparing to join the fight.
Everyone who can still move, follow me. Gear up. We can't let them keep destroying the barrier.
Someone hauled the Aurum Secretum device off Hela's hand. People rushed past her, many pausing to ruffle her hair before charging unflinchingly into the chaos. Another violent tremor shook the earth. Dust rained down as the fizzle cracked through Pharaoh's rocky surface, cutting straight into the underground depth.
Those guys? They're probably taken underground. There's a special place down there where bad people get locked up.
Oh no! Koro!
The situation is dire, and the Legion is still trapped underground. This is the perfect opportunity Hela has been waiting for. When anyone distracted by the chaos, no one will notice. If she slips away, she can rescue the Legionnaire and they can call escape together. But
Don't worry, you're one of us now. Those Dis City thugs won't ever get to hurt you again.
Sorry, but my friends are waiting for me. I have to go now!
scream and sob echoed throughout the city, squeezing her eyes shut in anguish and gritting her teeth. Hela ran towards the underground cell with her head down. The ground shook violently once again. Nearby, Granny Nisa pulled the trembling little Zaze into her arm, whispering a prayer with her rosary gripped tightly in her hand.
Oh dear. Don't be afraid, little one. It'll all be over soon.
Several sand beasts break through the defense, riding the sandy winds. Hearing the child cry, they turn and charge towards the pair. But the second passed, and the expected pain never comes. Someone had blocked the beast's attack. Is it Hela? Yup. The petite girl snatched a pipe from the rubble, positioning herself protectively in front of them.
Hela! You want them? You'll have to get through me first! Take this! Ha! Nice! Good job!
Several people work together to restrain the sand beast, while Hela delivers a powerful blow with her pipe, knocking them down for good. Behind them, the Autumn Secretum's shield generator has been activated, creating a relatively safe perimeter for the wounded. The sand beasts blocking the retreat path are gradually being cleared. If this keeps up, everyone should at least be able to fall back to the cavern for shelter. Excuse me, I need to drink. I have to gotta hydrate. Okay. As Hela's mind races for a solution, she suddenly sensed something wrong. The ever-present howl of the wind somehow has stopped. A massive shockwave slammed into Pharaoh, shaking the entire city, knocking Hela to the ground, completely tearing open the breach overhead. The next moment, a vast torrent of black sand poured into Pharaoh, plowed out the sky and sunlight. A cyclone turned above everyone's head, and with a sinister whisper, an enormous shadow slowly materialized and descended towards them.
Is that an apostle of ashes?
Yep. And that doesn't sound good.
Hey! Have you got any spare Aurum Secretum weapons?
We do, but
Get everything you've got! This thing is no joke! Bring out all your secret weapons now, or we're all dead meat!
The townie frantically hauled out Aurum Secretum cannon. Unlike the intricate shield generator, this weapon is just one smooth barrel with a mysterious crystal embedded in its base. Hela has no time to notice the great expression on their faces. She simply urged them to work together to fire the cannon. Boom. The massive recoil knocked Hela to the ground. A huge hole is blasted through the apostle form, but the gap doesn't last long before it's being filled by black particle swirling in the wind.
It's self-repairing! Quick, we gotta strike while the iron's hot! Fire again! Old Rose? Tarek?
No one's answer. Hela turned around only to find collapsed Furians scattering all over the ground behind her. Uh-oh. They are trembling, with energy visibly soaking its way up their arms, eroding them. That's when she realized why they haven't brought out the Iron Secretum weapon earlier. They can't withstand the impact of using it. Yeah, it's sad that they have to
It's okay.
willing to sacrifice
Another shot.
themselves to protect the rest of the people.
Are you mad? Look at the state you're in after just one shot! You can't handle another! It'll kill you!
Must protect the lab and Aurum Secretum. Leave this to us. You go back quickly. Run!
No way. Aurum Secretum is no use now, and Horo isn't here. There's no other option. I'll distract the Apostle while you guys run!
Dude, Hela character development never failed to surprise me. Every fucking single time, like I'm so proud of her, bro. She is growing up. The Forians struggle to their feet, determined to fire another shot. A storm is brewing, with the Apostle attack imminent. Frantic with panic, Hela forcibly yanked the boy away from the Aurum Secretum cannon, but almost simultaneously, her worst fear come true. From within the black vortex, an invincible gaze turned towards the two figures locked in struggle.
Damn it!
Shh. Don't move.
Hypatia! Something streaked past her at high speed. It collided with the Apostle attack, erupting into a thunderous explosion in front of Hela. There she is. One of the Campbell's family members. I still don't know if Hypatia is like one of the sister, like the younger sister of Irene. I have no idea. Hopefully they explain more in the future. As Hela opens her eyes again, the dark cloud had dispersed, replaced by brilliant radiance. Golden runes encircle Hela's body. The golden rose insignia on the girl's shoulder unfold petal by petal, transforming into a weapon in her hand.
You do not belong here.
Formation unfold, completely suppressing the rampaging mania. At this moment, the Drake green crystal before the girl's palm beginning to grow softly, gathering energy.
Be gone. Return to your lair. You have no place here.
Hypatia?
She's so beautiful. I love that. You know, the fact that the Campbell have still different eye color, like every single member, is crazy. Like damn, the gene is crazy. Hearing the voice from her side, the girl turned her gaze toward Hela.
You are?
The dark silhouette within the magnetic storm grows agitated, emitting a piercing screech as it transforms windborne debris into sharp spikes that hurtle towards the blonde girl standing below.
Now, go!
Numerous informed figures appear on the rocky wall surrounding Fearer. The Auric device in their hand resonate with the girl weapon, forming a ring that nearly covers all Fearer. Boom! An enormous energy beam far exceeded the power of Auric cannon Firefort. The dark silhouette is shredded by the light, dissolving into the sand particle escaping the city through the rift. The crisis seemed to have passed. Hela stared in stunned silence as everything just happened, and at the girl standing not far away. Lady Hypatia. Several researchers have already made their way to the lower part of the city, gathering around Hypatia. We're currently tallying the casualties. Multiple anchor points on the outer rock face have failed, several compromising the barrier. Given how this may affect our ongoing project schedule, we should mobilize the whole city to prioritize repairing the barrier. But Hypatia simply raised her hand, cutting the conversation short. She approached an injured person lying among the rubble. Gruesome wounds over the victim bodies, with infection spread across the right arm, from the right across the entire chest. Despite trying to cover her mouth, the woman can't suppress the broken gasps sprouting from her lungs.
Careful. Easy now. Don't move. You're injured.
Hypatia kneeled down gently, ignoring how her long robe is touching the ash-covered ground. She carefully placed her hand over the wound on the injured woman's right arm, emitting a soft blue light. Is this a hypercube? No, it's far too precious to be wasted on someone like me. Hypatia shook her head. The hypercube absorbed the mania from the worm, and the color gradually returned to the woman's face. Hypatia stand up and began giving instructions to the other lab staff.
Let the injured rest. I can handle a few broken anchor points myself. Tend to the wounded first, then repair those damaged caverns. There might still be corruptors lurking in the city. Search thoroughly and eliminate every last one.
The crowd stirred and swarmed around Hypatia to express their gratitude. Hannah stands transfixed, staring at the slender girl not far from her. Though the crisis have subsided with the Apostle of Ashes retreat, her heart still pounds violently in her ear. That was her first time seeing Auric in its full glory. Intricate and powerful, the Campbell hair completely dominated the Apostle, driving it away from the overwhelming force. Now that the metallic hovering weapon is resting on Hypatia's chest again, transformed back into an exquisite shoulder insignia.
That Campbell girl is truly something.
If I got my hand on Auric, could I become that powerful too someday? Lost in these thoughts, Hannah looked up suddenly to find herself making direct eye contact with the girl at the center center of the crowd. Oh.
Oh, crap. I was supposed to slip away while they were distracted.
Having received their order, the researchers have already dispersed throughout the city. Only Hela remained in Hypatia's sight. Her gaze is piercing, as if trying to see through Hela's disguise. I think she already know.
Please stay.
I think
I
she's
have a few
already
questions for
know.
you.
The crowd parted to great path for Hypatia. Hela found herself gently ushered forward by a well-meaning throng to meet the most reversed Phrasic scholar. This is the young girl we rescued from the city people today. She was captured and almost got sold by those scum. Hela's body freezed as she watched the legendary Lady Campbell making her way to the crowd towards her, one deliberate step at a time. That's right, she saved a few lives during the fight just now too. Hypatia's penetrating gaze seemed to see right through Hela's panicked nervousness as she drew closer. Someone gently patted Hela's shoulder, nudging her frozen body forward. Hela? Hela? Struggling to control her expression, Hela looks up to find Hypatia already standing right in front of her. But unsuspectingly, Hypatia merely takes Hela's wrist. A rather bloody scrape lie there. Though with Hela's power, it will heal soon enough.
It's nothing. Just a small scratch. It'll heal on its own soon.
Hypatia suddenly tightening her grip. She stepped forward and pulled Hela away from the crowd. Then leaned close to her ear to deliver the impactful sentence.
Drop your pretense. I know where you're really from.
Oh! Busted!
This city.
Busted! A crowbar shoot out at an angle, followed immediately by a young girl in a legionnaire uniform. The prison gate has already been grabbed but walked from the earlier attack, allowing her to pry open the lock with minimal effort. Horror scanned her surroundings vigilantly. With no guard in sight, this is the perfect moment to make the escape. Horo, should we make a run for it now?
No. Wait a bit longer. Take care of the wounded and stay ready. If possible, try to get in touch with Hela. She might be able to gather different intel from inside. As for the rest, we'll discuss it after we regroup.
Horo turned around slowly and gazed into the cell. The rocky wall cracked during the earlier quake, revealing the hidden secret. There's like a concealed passage with a long stone stairway descending into darkness. A scent of foreboding rings alarm bell in her mind. She hesitates for a few seconds, then stepped into the tunnel anyway, advancing into the darkness again, the bone-chilling cold emanating from the rip. The last time she ventured underground, her family was still by her side. But this time, she entirely alone. In a dark corner of unnoticed by the Legion, a coin is slipped into the air, spinning several times before being snatched by a hidden observer. Is it Lysandra? Yep. The woman emerged from the shadow, gazing thoughtfully in the direction where Horo had disappeared.
A new visitor. From this city?
Lysandra has appeared.
I know where you're really from. This city.
The girl filmed finger around Hella's arms are ice cold.
Me? From this city? Are you kidding? Those thugs in black are my enemies. You know, I won't even hesitate to kill them if I ever get a chance.
Our cover is blown. Hella tried to back away as she speak, but Hypatia pulled her away from the crowd to an empty corner.
But you arrived with those Dis City people. I saw you crossing the sandstorm together. They seemed friendly toward you.
That's because I was valuable cargo. They were trying to smuggle me to Outlands to sell for profit.
I don't think she buy it anymore, Hella. She already know.
The Legion doesn't engage in trafficking, nor do they allow strangers into their ranks. You must be one of them.
Yep. It's not working. The girl dropped this bombshell so casually that Hella nearly bite her own tongue in shock.
How do you know about them?
After the BR-002 incident, some people migrated from Dis City's west district to the outer satellite towns. But one group strayed, changing their course to head deep into White Sands, avoiding way stations and main routes as they traveled northwest. There's an undercover agent from the Minos Bureau in that group. A clever and cunning sinner skilled at disguising their true identity.
No way. She know about all that too? Hella tried to back away, but the blonde girl closed in again, gripping her hand even tighter until it began to hurt.
There's something only you guys can do. I'll release your friends, but in exchange, while there's still time, leave this place. Take everyone here and escape from Führer.
Oh. Leaving this place. Huh. Is it because the yeah, probably because the Apostle of Ashes, isn't it? Escape from Führer. Take everyone. Why? Questions scroll through Hela's mind. But the most pressing issue right now is...
Holy shit! At least try to be nice when you're asking for a favor! Let go of my hand! You're gonna break it!
Oh. I'm sorry.
Enough! Let go! I won't run away! Just finish what you were saying!
She hastily is losing her grip, but then clutched Hela's hand firmly again as if afraid she might escape. This time her hold isn't painful, just resolute. Hela tried to pull away, but has to reluctantly give up when she can't free herself.
What's going on with Führer? Why do you want me to evacuate the town? And what about that Apostle of Ashes? Weren't you able to destroy it? With that something thingy you have?
No, it's not that simple. It's Apostle of Ashes, you know. You can't kill it with one strike. Hypatia lowered her gaze slightly and gently shake her head.
No, that only affected part of the Apostle. You see, it's a very cunning creature. The entirety of that storm you saw is its body. If we can't destroy it in one strike, the remaining parts will regenerate, making it nearly impossible to eradicate.
The entire storm is its body?
That's very giant. Oh, man.
Therefore, you and your companions cannot remain here either and must leave quickly. I simply ask that when you go, you take everyone from this town with you.
The girl's tone is utterly sincere, but the intimidating pressure from earlier still lingers in Hella's mind as she scrutinizes Apatia. She begins carefully.
Is that a threat? Or a demand?
A few seconds of silence pass. Hypatia lifts her head and meets Hella's gaze directly, speaking after some deliberation.
This is my request, as the leader of Führer, to the visitors from this city.
Oh? But I'm one of those evil bad guys from this city. What makes you think I'd agree?
I have heard from my sources.
Oh? The girl's grip loosens slightly. There's an unexpected hint of a smile in her voice.
She said there's a petite sinner in this crew venturing into White Sands, and that while she may appear like a brash loner, she's actually a fiercely loyal person who can't stand to see her friends suffer.
It's Jeep. Of course, Jeep freaking called Hypatia to look after Hella and Horo. Man, Jeep is such a mom, bro. She keep adopting kids and then look after them like a mom. Man, I love Jeep so much.
And that if I explain what's at stake and treat her with honesty, I'm certain to earn her help.
What are you talking about? Flattery won't get you anywhere. It's not like such a big crowd would just up and follow us Dis City folks without a good reason.
Your agreement alone would be a good start. Let me explain everything from the beginning. Also, though it's rather late for introductions at this point, but...
The girl gently let go of Hella's hand.
Pleased to meet you. My name is Hypatia. Hypatia Campbell of Fraser's Campbell family. I'm also the head of Führer's Aurum Secretum laboratory and the inventor of Aurum Secretum instruments.
The tension surrounding them gradually dissipated, and Hella finally noticed that beneath her formal exterior, Lady Campbell is nothing more than a gentle, soft-spoken girl.
I'm, Hella. Just call me Hella. I haven't got any fancy titles like yours, so just think of me as some heroic adventurer. So anyway, what exactly do you need me to do?
Hypatia raised her right hand, guiding Hella's gaze upward, beyond the shattered barrier. The sky, darkening black sand, still lingers, hollowing and circling outside Führer like a predator catching his prey.
As you can see, the storm surrounding Führer is actually a manifestation of the Apostle's presence. It's a projection of consciousness into reality, and its behavior is heavily influenced by the mania field. However, because it's too dispersed, it will desperately migrate towards areas of high mania concentration, seeking to swallow and merge with them, thereby maintaining an equilibrium. Therefore, as long as the Apostle continues lurking outside Führer, this city will continue to be in danger.
What?
Hella don't understand big words, Hypatia. Give her simple sentences. She understand.
To put it simply, this apostle is easily attracted to people with high spiritual power, especially powerful sinners, like you and your friends in the Legion. The fluctuations created when you use your special powers attract the apostle, which is why it relentlessly pursues you.
Yeah, it's literally chasing them. At the beginning, I think.
Well, damn. No wonder it kept chasing after us.
Yep.
So it's actually hungry for our power.
Honey,
Wait,
for sinner
then if
power.
we're not here, or if we leave...
It would target the other residents in the city. After all, they also possess spiritual power.
What about Aurum Secretum then? Didn't you build some kick-ass barrier?
Hypatia shakes her head, her expression filled with dejection.
Aurum Sacratum is not an omnipotent solution. The protective measures installed on the outer rock faces have been continuously eroding, and because they're difficult to recover, they eventually get devoured by the Apostle, becoming part of it as its nourishment. The debris in the storm is made up of the things it has devoured. Rocks, sand, cities, passing life forms. These fragments are gathered together by the Apostle's mania field, forming the black storm that blots out the sky. Now, it's trying to swallow Führer whole, slowly gnawing and digesting it. Please, help Führer before time runs out.
I got you, don't worry. She placed her right hand over her chest and slightly bowed her head, giving Hela a traditional salute that looked too formal and complicated.
Jeez, get back up already! No need to be so formal. It's making me super uncomfortable. I never said I wouldn't help. I just don't understand what's going on here. Horror and the others are locked up somewhere below, and besides, what I don't get is...
Hela scratched her head and voices her confusion.
So, you seem pretty powerful to me. Can't you just help them escape yourself? Why do you need us to rescue them?
Hypatia seemed about to respond when her expression suddenly changed. Footsteps approached. Someone is humming a tune while walking directly towards the quiet corner they're in, coming with a clear purpose and making no attempt to conceal their presence. Uh-oh. Hypatia pulled Hela backward towards the rock wall and quickly run her finger over the surface, searching for something. Click. The sound of a mechanism getting activated. A stone door slide open, revealing a passageway barely half a person width height.
Wow, Führer has secret passages too? That's so cool. Hey, wait! Don't drag me like this! And stop shoving me, I'm gonna fall!
The blonde girl forcefully shoved Hela into the secret passage. In an instant, the stone door closed, plunging the cave into darkness. Only faint ray of light filtered through the filled air hole.
Hypatia! What are you doing?
Shh! Quiet! Quiet, Hela! Oh my god, you're gonna get the cover blow again. Come on. Hypatia's harsh voice filtered through the air hole.
Shh. Be quiet.
Yeah.
Don't say a word.
Be quiet, Hela. You're gonna get caught again. The light dimmed at the person outside blocked part of the opening. Despite this, Hela can resist edging forward to peer through one of the remaining holes. Hypatia stands blocking the entrance. Though Hela can't see her face, she sensed that Hypatia has slipped back into that cold, rigid demeanor from before. A moment later, a figure rounded the corner, approaching with a leisurely gait before offering an awkward bow.
Campbell Messenger Senex at your service.
Oh,
It's been a
Senate.
while, my lady.
Wow.
I just visited your residence, but your servants informed me you had gone out. You've led me on quite a chase. If you needed a diversion, surely you could have chosen somewhere less squalid.
Evil woman in this game is so hard, bro. Oh my god. Hypatia hand clasped behind her back, tightening slightly. Is she nervous?
Just testing some new Aurum Sacratum equipment. What do you want? The Führer project is progressing well. I'll submit all the materials the family requires on schedule. No additional support is needed.
Is that so? Well, I've heard that a group from Dis City has just recently arrived. What do you say? Would you like me to help you clean up your current home?
They're just a small group of refugees from this city. I've already handled it. They'll be leaving tomorrow. Did you come all this way for this trivial matter? The Campbell family's shadow operatives seem to have far too much free time.
I hope nothing bad happened. Oh god. The woman who just happened called a shadow operative to her head slightly, speaking pretentiously.
Trying to dismiss me so soon? I haven't even mentioned my actual business yet. Regarding the proposal you submitted previously, a special someone has sent me to personally deliver the family's decision. Of course,
Special
I'm
someone.
well aware of your exceptional competence, my lady. No petty thief could ever escape your notice. But with research as important as yours, someone needs to come specifically to help clear away troubles and solve problems. For instance, catching little mice that love to eavesdrop.
Uh-oh. That's... Oh, fuck. Oh. Heather clamps her hand over her mouth, desperately fighting back the screams rising in her throat. Oh god. She almost got fucking hit by that Senate axe right there, less than a centimeter from her face. Sinner's blade has struck deep into the rock, barely missed Hannah. Almost killed a fucking child. Oh my god, Sinner, chill out. The long-handled dagger plunged in deep into the rock beside Hypatia. Without flinching, she reached out and pulled the weapon free.
Are you questioning my loyalty? Or perhaps suggesting my lab has been compromised? Before you can give a solid answer, I'd appreciate it if you didn't damage my city so carelessly. As for other matters, there are too many pairs of ears around us. Let's continue this discussion back at the lab.
Masked woman shrugged with a grin, retrieved her weapon and walked away with Hypatia. Meanwhile, the little mouse who shouldn't have been exterminated, Hella, after making sure both of them have actually left, Hella finally released the breath she'd been holding. Oh my god. Poor Hella, dude. The narrow passage to prevent Hella from jumping up and unrelease a proper tirade. After furiously punching the air twice, her rational brain finally rebooted. Although, her little knocking didn't quite follow that cryptic conversation just now. But she can at least confirm two things. First, the strange storm surrounding Fira is undeniably a parcel of ashes, the city imminent destruction, and Hypatia warned Hela to work with the Legion to evacuate all the residents from Fira. Second, Hypatia apparently doesn't want her family to know about her plan to ask help from a group from this city. Strange, aren't the Campbells supposed to be the guardian of the city? As for the third thing, just now when Hypatia confronted Senate, her tone was cold and severe, but Hela could see her hand behind her back. Fingers tightly clenched and slightly trembling. Just like how tense she looked when she exposed Hela's identity.
So she was super nervous back then, too.
Not one to speak her true feeling. Huh. Remind me of someone I know.
But wait a second. Where the heck am I anyway?
Hela turned around to look at the pitch black dark behind her. Unlike the cramped space where she can barely crouch, the patches behind her seemed to stretch far into the darkness. The stone she used to enter the tunnel is now completely sealed. Does this mean her only option is to go deeper inside? You have to climb. You have to climb all the way in there. Like you have to claw all the way there, girl. Come on. Something seemed to be moving in her pocket. Hella reached in and pulled out a strange object with a fine-pointed tip. It looked like a star, but also resembling a tiny doll. The next moment, the tiny doll activated with a hum of beginning to glow. It jumped down from Hella's palm, slightly tilted its head, and performing an elaborate but familiar ceremonial bow with its short, stumpy limbs. So familiar that Hella realized she just saw someone else make the exact same gesture. Hypatia? The doll bounced in a circle around Hella and stopped in front of her, nodding as if confirming her suspicion. Yes, its operator is exactly who you think it is. It raised its arm and hopped a few steps into the darkness and emulate the space ahead.
So, you want me to follow you? But it gets narrower up ahead. I'd have to crawl through. Hey, if you're so smart, couldn't you just open up that door for me instead? Please?
The doll shook its head, then hopped twice, flashing brighter to emphasize its determination. A cool breeze dripped from the darkness and it soared unknown. Hella swallowed hard.
So, I really have to crawl?
You have no choice. It's the only way. God, it's freaking remind me of those video where what is it, cave diver doing it? Oh God. The door knocks. It's pointing towards the outside, then dramatically draw a line across its throat before flopping to the ground with the plug playing dead.
You?
It's not wrong though. If Hella wants answer to all her questions, the best way forward is to follow Hypatia's direction and find her in person. Even if it means being cramped into a duck, having to crawl on her hands and knees.
Fine, I get it!
Politely, Hella gives the tiny doll the finger, then hopefully get into position, began preparing to claw.
Fine! I'll crawl through this stupid pipe!
Okay, I have to take a break here. We will right back after a 30-minute break. I have to go eat. I'll see you guys after that, okay? Okay, I'm back. Turn volume on. Okay. What the heck are we? I think we already did 201, the prophet, so let's continue with the story. The shouting echoed from far away through the tunnel, faint and indistinct.
Hella? Hella? Never heard that name before. Is she your accomplice outside?
Whoever picked the voice for Lysandra, they did it right, because that is exactly how I imagined Lysandra sound when I saw her, like her reveal. It's fitting her, the voice fitting her so perfectly. I love it. Okay. A beam of light shine in Horo's direction. Irritated, she looks up at the flashlight owner, a woman casually crouching at a higher vantage point, flipping a coin in her hand while observing Horo stuck at the bottom of the trap.
Hello there. You don't look like you're here on vacation. People around here aren't exactly welcoming to folks from this city.
The woman speak, yet show absolutely no intention of offering Horo a helping hand.
Who are you?
The woman stands high above. In the darkness, Horo can make out her face clearly, but there's something unnervingly calm about her posture. A composure that's feels out of place, as if she already noticed darkness inside out. Half an hour earlier, Horo entering the underground tunnel through a collapsed opening. The tunnel system proved far more complex than she had anticipated. With her supplies confiscated and no flashlight, she was forced to feel her way forward in the darkness, only to accidentally trigger a trap. At that moment, this woman, with a pair of sunglasses on her face, suddenly appeared to offer her assistance.
The name is Lysandra, White Sands archaeologist. Just like you and your companions, I'm an ordinary passerby, trapped here by the storm.
She looks so much like Lara Croft, bro. I feel like her design is inspired by Tomb Raider. Like she literally like the Path to Nowhere version of Lara Croft. She's so cool. I love it. I love her design so much. Lysandra produced a somewhat tattered ID card and dangled it in the air. Horo glimpsed a woman portrait on it, actually looking rather decent.
Archaeology? You came to a place like this on purpose?
Initially, I was just passing through, lying low for a while. This place turned out to be quite interesting, so I stayed to do some digging around.
Lysandra shrugged, completely unfazed by the skepticism direct at her.
You seem quite familiar with this place.
I tried exploring on my own before, but there are too many hidden mechanisms here, and most of them use special materials that can interfere with mania.
Lysandra pointed to the pedal bar that had Horo trapped.
So?
It's difficult to venture deeper alone. Fortunately, I know how to deactivate the mechanisms, and you look like you can fight. Plus, we're both curious about this secret passage.
The woman hasn't said it out loud, but Horo catched on immediately. She is suggesting they work together. A suspicious passage and a suspicious woman. The mechanism trapping her isn't impossible to dismantle by force, but with limited knowledge that might trigger additional traps and possibly compromise her investigation. But working with someone just merged out of nowhere? That isn't her style. Just as Horo is about to refuse, an eerie howl echoes from the distance. Her face contorted even further as he noticed how disturbingly unfazed by the sound the woman before her seemed.
Now what?
Oh, someone keeps a few watchdogs here, specially trained to retrieve devices and clean up the trash.
Lysandra makes a casual gesture towards Horo. It is clear that the trash she's referring to is Horo herself. The howl grows closer, accompanied by noisy, dragging, and crashing sound. There are no mere watchdogs. They sound more like savage beasts. The woman's voice dripped down from a bolt behind her.
Just give up. They run much faster than you can break that trap. Reconsider my offer, will you?
The massive beast around the corner, charging straight towards Horo. But the current Legion commander merely responded with a cold laugh. Clang! A dagger appeared out of nowhere. Horo slashed through her restraint and aimed the blade at the beast looming before her.
Impressive. You sure you don't need any help, Shrimp?
Oh, they're not. She literally cut her short. Oh my god. Don't cut her short. She gonna get mad. Don't do that. The Dranta is strolling right now. Horo responds merely with a cold snort. A flash of steel cut through the air. Her action providing all the answer needed. And then the beast fall, and Horo faced her final enemy. As she launched what should be the finishing blow, her dagger fell under the string, the blade snapping clean in half. Third, a hammer tied to a rope plummeted from above, striking the beast squarely on the head. It swayed for a moment before collapsing completely, going still. Horo looks up to see Lysandra at the edge of the pit, waving down at her. The Legion leader gives a dismissive snort as she grabs the rope, but just as she is about to leap out of the pit, her foot slipped. Lysandra insistently reached out. Clang! In a splash, Horo knocked Lysandra's weapon away and pinned her body in a counterhole.
Ah, good reflex. You're better than I gave you credit for, Shrimp.
And you're more shameless than I imagined, Tomb Raider.
Oh, there it is. The freaking literally let her crop on this fucking universe. We also got Tomb Raider references. Oh my god. Literally, Lysandra is like letter crop of this fucking universe is amazing. Deftly, Horo snatched an identity document. Lysandra archaeologist license. This is pickpocketing trick she learned from Hela. She carefully peels away the photo on the front, revealing a completely different name and face underneath.
Familiar with secret passage mechanisms, obsessed with ancient ruins, and now this fake license? Archaeologist? Huh, you have the nerve to call yourself that?
Self-taught archaeology is...
I mean, she's not wrong. But still, you don't have to freaking, fake archaeologist ID, girl. As the broken dagger pressed against her, Lysandra raised her hand in surrender.
Fine. At least I was dead honest about wanting to collaborate.
The woman doesn't seem to be lying. Horo slowly furrowed her brows.
This place was probably built after the Outland War that happened over a decade ago. The war created one wave of refugees, and the disasters produced another. Führer is a refugee settlement with no unified culture, no formal historical records, and not even a single ruin or artifact worth studying. The only thing in common is probably the rosary. Everyone here keeps a string of beads on them, which seems to represent some kind of blessing in their language.
She produced a string of beads made of different material out of her pocket. Indeed, Horo has seen the same accessory on the people who took the legionnaire prisoner. Lysandra then pointed to the wall of the side passage, where intricate patterns are carved into the surface. These details will be easily missed in darkness without close inspection.
Haven't you noticed? This passage is older than the dwellings above. yet its craftsmanship and engineering far surpassed those crude stone caves. This couldn't possibly have been built by the Fiorians. They don't even know these underground passages exist. This place is by no means rich, yet information about it is kept tightly sealed. I'm searching for something special that might be hidden beneath Furor.
What's buried isn't always treasure. It could just as easily be a landmine waiting to explode.
Seeing is believing, but I need to see for myself to make that judgment. You possess great strength, but lack the experience navigating traps and secret passages. Fighting your way through would take forever. I can help you, and we'll split the findings as is customary. We each get what we want. It's perfectly fair.
Team up time. You have to say yes, Horo. We got no other choice.
Horo, that's my name. Stop calling me Shrimp.
She don't like people calling her short.
I'll be the
Relatable.
first to throw you down to feed the dogs.
Now we've both laid out our terms. Sounds fair to me.
Alrighty.
So, do we have a deal?
Lysandra raised a hand. After a moment, Horo lowered the knife she's been pressing against Lysandra's throat and lightly slapped her palm, signaling that deal is sealed. Horo turned away first, ready to continue their exploration, when Lysandra voice suddenly pipes up behind her with a belated realization.
All right, I've explored this path before. There are quite a few more traps ahead besides the one we just passed. You'd better be careful and follow exactly in my footsteps.
Clack. Before she can finish her sentence, the grinding of mechanical gears echoed through the corridor, followed by a monster howl. The next second, more guardian beasts surged from the depth of the passage. Oh god. She accidentally triggered another trap. Horo turned around with a deadpan expression to face Lysandra, who putting on her most innocent look. Girl!
This?
You literally triggered a trap. Oh my god.
Yep, exactly like this.
And she don't give a fuck. Oh man, I love her so much. She doesn't give a shit. Deep breath failed to quell her rage, but Horo knows the only one proper target for her anger, the enemy. Suppressing her frustration, she turned to face the beast and prepare for battle. Turn 2. Guardian beasts howl as they race to the patches outside, oblivious to what lies just beside them. Horo and Lysandra have tucked themselves into a small alcove, branched off from the main tunnel, taking this moment to hide and recover their strength. Horo's dagger has been completely ruined in the battle. She clicked her tongue in frustration and tossed the useless blade aside, resigning herself to fighting barehanded. When suddenly a new dagger and a familiar-looking flashlight sailed through the air towards her. Horo looks up with a feral brow, just in time to see Lysandra withdraw her hand.
Some spare equipment in exchange for an answer. Fair enough? You're no Tomb Raider, and probably not a mercenary either. Yet you're willing to risk getting blown to pieces by these traps to keep going deeper. What are you really looking for, Horo?
She's looking for the inheritance. Yep, for the inheritance. The cursed treasure. Who knows which lucky soul has received this precious burden this time? Horo gives Lysandra a guard look, weighing her next word carefully.
It's nothing good, that's for sure. If you value your life, stay away from it.
You think it's that thing waiting for us at the end of this path?
I hope not. But...
Outside, silence returned once more. The two leave their hiding spot and head back to the main passage.
Whatever's buried down there, inheritance or not, it's definitely nothing harmless.
A dangerously powerful energy permeates the air as they descend deeper. The mania grows thicker, coiling through the narrow passage, just like when Horo confronted the inheritors before. Horo turned to find Sandra with an unusual frown on her face, deep in thought.
What's wrong? Disappointed there's no treasure chest full of gold coins down there?
Meeting Horo teasing gaze, the Sandra paused momentarily.
No, it's better this way, actually. People here always claim Führer is the safest place as long as they have Fraser's protection. They put too much faith in others, which is dangerous. Tomb Raiders who rely too heavily on external assistance usually end up dead. Always make sure your life is in your own hands. Sadly, not everyone understands this truth.
The pair ventured deeper into a secret tunnel, strange metallic pattern up embedded in the rock wall. Activated by mania, forming unusual, almost eerie streak along the passage. The tunnel finally leveled out, revealing a stone door at its end. Just as Horo moved to push it open, Sandra holds her back. Frowning, she leaned closer to the door and hear muffled movement from the other side. Oh, the view suddenly opens up into the cavernous chamber. The dome soar high overhead, from which hang an enormous metal sphere. Something is seeping out through the crack in the sphere's surface, trickling down into the pool below. Meanwhile, two figures stand at the center of the room. Taller one examines the massive apparatus with apparent curiosity.
Wow, you've already gotten this far. That's some solid progress indeed.
But the current yield isn't stable enough yet. We'll need to implement further optimizations.
Sinex gave the report a cursory glance before changing the subject entirely.
Oh, by the way, what's the story with those prisoners? Did they come here specifically from Dis City?
Just some lost travelers. Führer has always harbored strong animosity towards Dis City, and these people were merely caught in the crossfire. They'll be released soon.
I see.
Then flipping through the report, the woman revealed a hidden compartment in the wall and tucks the document back inside. She appeared murmuring something else, causing the girl beside her to frown. Hypatia ultimately sighed before leading Sinex out through another exit. After making sure the two have left, Horo carefully pushed open the stone door and entered the chamber. There are no inheritance or sarcophagi here. Upon entering this chamber, the previously pervasive mania had vanished, as if it never existed at all. At the center of the room, a metallic liquid flowed from a massive sphere, dripping down slowly.
Aurum secretum. The barrier surrounding Führer is made of this stuff. Apparently, it can substitute hypercubes and block mania completely.
Is it being refined? Or...
The central sphere rotates continuously, emitting a soft hum. The liquid metal poured beneath it before flowing through a carved channel in the floor, spreading in all directions and disappearing into the base of the walls. Horo frowns. She pulls out the photo she'd been carrying. The blurry image clearly shows the exact location. And there's no trace of Deus Corpus here, nor anyone waiting to meet her. Who the hell sent this photo? And what exactly are they trying to accomplish? So Lysandra surveyed the room and located where the woman had stored the report. She disabled the lock to reveal a narrow compartment, functioning merely as a small safe. She turned the pages to reveal neatly printed text. Fraser Institute, Bureau Experience Site, Research Report on Aurum Secatum Properties. Project number FRIAS07. Park 1 Resonance Property Test. Test sample I113 hypercube. Objective induce resonance between Aurum Secatum and hypercube to acquire anti-mania properties and test potential resource in substitution. Procedure following the resonance experiment with sample 1. The surrounding mania field temporarily stabilized, with no significant depletion observed in sample 1. The Fraser Cordis barrier device design based on these resonant effects had entered preliminary testing phase. Result according to observation at the field experiment site. While the Fraser Cordis demonstrates some degree of anti-mania field effect, a continuous supply of highly pure Aurum Secatum is required, or its effectiveness will rapidly deteriorate. Conclusion: Aurum Secatum cannot replace hypercube. Yep. Test sample 052 Mania crystal. Objective induced resonance between Aurum Secatum and Mania crystal to amplify its offensive properties for mass destruction weapon development. Procedure following resonance experiment was sample 2. The induced mania field was observed to instantly enter a polarized state. Result: mania weapon developed based on this resonance effect exhibit excessive side effect, rendering them unsuitable as conventional equipment. Conclusion: consider the shifting research direction to develop self-destructive weapon based on this resonant effect.
This is also Aurum Secatum?
Turning to the next page, the large black redaction block began to appear. Someone has deliberately censored certain information. Test sample 3871 ash crystal. Object used to create direct resonance between Aurum Secatum and ash crystal, enhancing sample 3 suppression of blank power. Procedure: resonance experiment with sample 3 extremely dangerous. After several failures, research approach was modified. Results: multiple experiments indicate that blank Aurum Secatum devices can effectively restrict the power of blank, enabling users to acquire this ability. By increasing resonance output, it's possible to blank. Conclusion: currently test subject can sustain a maximum output of 72%. Overloading causes mental contamination, physical disintegration, and blank and other irreversible corruption effects. Oh my god, it's all blank. Yeah. Tech sample blank Aurum Secatum was devoured by sample during the experiment. Sample activation proved extremely dangerous. Further operation is forbidden. As the redacted section multiply and unease grow in Horror Mind. Ash crystal, mania resonance, If aurum secretum was simply a technology to counter mania, why would they need to experiment on so many different samples? The report isn't over yet. They continue turning the page. Part 2, Test Subject Compatibility Experiment. Text sample 100153, non-congenital sinner. Text subject blank, non-congenital sinner, disaster survivor, exhibit high resonance with base level. Mania properties number 02 blank. Related file transfer from headquarter blank blank. Subject successfully control target using aurum secretum device. Text subject blank. In a non-blank state, the sinner was ordered to force resonance with ash crystal. Use regular aurum secretum. Sterilization was done externally with protective equipment. Test subject display high level of aurum secretum corruption with short use period, but could exert maximum power within extreme threshold limit. Text sample 200115 submutating sinner. Oh. Test subject blank blank. Subject was affected by mania and became a sinner after prolonged exposure to aurum secretum related products. Despite several resonant experiments, this test subject resonant output was consistent, remain at low level. Currently, the test subject mental state is stable with no visible sign of corruption on body surface. Test sample 30451 blank. Text subject blank. Resident. This type of subject is vulnerable to resonance and is easily influenced by mania, with excessively rapid mutation rate. Currently, this approach has been abandoned and related experimental material was transferred to Planck. At the end of the report are signature of the person in charge. Two names rest side by side at the start of the list. Project leaders Hypatia, Campbell, and Adelaide. Oh boy, the sibling.
If it wasn't to replace hypercubes, then why produce so much aurum secretum? What was their real purpose?
Thought raced to her mind as she grasped a pieces of flashback. The secret passage we just came through had guardian beasts and mania suppressing aurum secretum devices. Were those really just meant to keep intruders out? Hey, who's there? Uh-oh. Pickup busted. Lysandra yanked Horo backward at the retreat. The sheet of paper in their hands scattered across the floor, instantly shredded by incoming laser fire. Alert! Intruder detected! Secure all position! Footsteps echo from every direction. Guards poured through side doors from all around the room, training their weapon on trespasser who dare enter this restricted area. They hopelessly outnumbered. Horo and Lysandra keep retreating until their backs press against the stone door they came through. Behind them, faint tremor and savage roar reverberate through the door. Something is charging towards them at high speed. Lysandra frowned, attempting to pull Horo away from the stone entrance, but suddenly the entire chamber shakes violently. The tremors are coming from the city above. Horo face pale with horror. Uh-oh. Is the house of ashes? She's still up there. Fury is under attack. She is in danger.
Hey! Where are you going?
Get out of my way. Fuhrer is in danger. I have to go back and save my friend.
The woman frowns behind her sunglasses. They just discovered crucial evidence, but the guard is already on high alert. If they don't press on now, it would be nearly impossible to come back to continue the investigation later.
Calm down. We're just one step away from completing our investigation. Even if you go back now, there's really not much you can do. Hey!
Without a moment's hesitation, Holo shake off Lysandra hand and turn back towards the exit. The tremor intensified, causing the tunnel entrance to shake violently. It could collapse and bury her alive at any moment, but Holo doesn't hesitate and runs straight into the tunnel.
Why they all gotta be so damn stubborn?
I mean, it's horror. Oh god. Almost choke on water, holy shit. She falls silent for a moment. Then once again she takes out that coin she always carry and flip it into the air. Snap. She catches the coin before it's completely fall. It fall. Without even checking whether it's head or tail, she already make her decision. Holo swings through the quaking tunnel while she smashed through several mechanisms along the way with her brute force. Even she has her limit. Suddenly the ground beneath her feet gives way and nearly plunged into a trap. At the critical moment, someone grabs her from behind and pulls her back to safety. Holo turns around and see cold face of that woman who always sport a pair of sunglasses, even in the dark.
You're not staying behind to find the treasure?
I've already found everything worth finding. Aren't you rushing to save someone? Come on. I'll clear the path for you.
Okay. Fine, I'll claw through this stupid pipe. Hela desperately wished that she had shouted those words. The tiny dog could have given her warning. She wasn't about to crawl through this short ventilation duct, but the entire Firo mountain.
Horo, I'm sorry. I'll never skip your training sessions again. Does this thing ever end?
The dog continued to half forward dutifully, while deep in the darkness ahead, a faint speck of light appeared. As they moved forward, the light grew brighter. A fragment of conversation began to reach her ear.
Well done, well done. I see you've got everything perfectly organized, my lady. From those Dis City outsiders to the Institute's Aurum Secretum. With talents like yours, it's no wonder the higher-ups entrusted the entire Institute to you.
Is that dangerous woman from Fraser again, speaking unsincerely with exaggerated gesture. Students lean over to peer at Hypatia, who stand by the operations station.
Oh? What's this?
Hypatia is manipulating something on the bench. With each gesture of her hands, the metal began to melt and flow and combine into entirely new structure. They shimmer with Aurum Secretum distinctive luster, yet appear different from what Hela have seen before. They're more refined, more perfect.
Just a personal side project. That's all. They require minimal aurum secretum, yet can generate extensive protective formations. The strength issue of the first generation has already been solved. This new version has a shorter effective duration but vastly increased power. The protection it provides is already approaching that of hypercube barriers. All this data was collected with help from both the townspeople and researchers, but... Never mind. You probably wouldn't be interested anyway. Let's get to the main issue, Sinex. Has the family approved sending more staff to assist with the lab's evacuation?
What do you think?
The metal structure began to stabilize. Hypatia set down her experiment sample and calmly raised her head to meet Sinner's disingenuous smile.
I don't see any issues with my proposal. Of course, I'm not solely relying on the additional staff. The new aurum secretum barrier will last longer. Simply by using the same amount of aurum secretum as in the original plan, we can buy double the time for our researchers' evacuation. Furorians aren't familiar with aurum secretum, so they wouldn't be particularly helpful even for transportation tasks. The lab has already begun the evacuation preparations, and we can manage the remaining equipment with our current staff.
Sinex put on an almost deliberately surprised expression, covered her mouth with theatrical exaggeration.
My goodness, you're nearly done preparing already? Führer's guardian is always so dependable. But I'm afraid I must apologize, my lady. Despite all your hard work, well, plans rarely survive changing circumstances. You see, there's actually a slight modification to the evacuation plan.
Oh? A sense of foreboding rushed over Hela. Cold sweat breaking out across her back, pressed against the stone wall. She heard the woman's soft, chilling laugh before the voice continued.
The diplomatic mission has been moved up, and the delegation is understaffed. All those who were originally reserved for you have been reassigned. There's far too much valuable equipment in Führer for just the few remaining researchers to transport. So... the family has decided to continue with the previous plan, conscripting local residents as assistants who will remain in Führer to guard the aurum secretum until the recovery team arrives to retrieve them, dead or alive.
So they basically leave the people here and let them die. That is horrible, bro. What does that mean? The Furorian have to stay until aurum secretum is recovered. What about the damaged barrier outside? The apostle. How are they supposed to protect themselves once the whole lab leaves? Hela thought raced chaotically as she heard Hypatia speak urgently outside.
The barrier's maintenance has already been suspended. It won't hold much longer, and the apostle could return at any moment.
Exactly. Time is of the essence, which is why we need everyone working together, right? The people of Führer are such good folks. The moment they heard they'd be helping Lady Hypatia, they agreed without a second thought.
But the residents here are just ordinary people. If they try to use aurum secretum to fight back...
The woman raised her index finger to her lips. Casually silent, Hypatia protests.
Miss Hypatia, they are to remain behind. This is the family's final say. Don't forget our mission. Your research was never merely about protecting some small city nestled in the rocks. On the contrary, Führer was built for aurum secretum and exists solely for it. This is merely a necessary choice for our progress. It's natural that you pity and sympathize with them, but Aurum Secretum is the Campbell family's critical plan for revitalizing all of Outlands. Its development and protection are so demanding that it requires these people to stay behind, toiling like beasts of burden until they're expended.
Jesus.
Of course, your research here has already earned high praise within the family. As for those people staying behind, well, they are equipped with Aurum Secretum, aren't they? Perhaps they'll survive somehow, don't you think?
She leans in close to Hypatia. Her voice hypnotic whisper.
Now is the time to put them to use. This is for the greater good, and as a Campbell, it should be your ultimate mission. We've come too far now. Can't let everyone's effort go to waste, can we?
Hypatia trembled from head to toe. Her jaw clenched tight.
The plan has never changed, has it? You never intended to spare Führer from the very beginning.
I'm sorry, but you hear... I know you don't hear anything, but it's literally raining outside right now. Oh my god. The masked woman stepped forward, yanks up Hypatia's sleeve to expose her arm, revealing winding trail of corruption that spiraled from her palm upward, leaving the entire limb scarred. The same mark was seen on the Vorian who got backfired by Aurum Secretum while using the weapons.
And what about you? You never told them the price of using Aurum Secretum either, did you?
Hypatia pulled back instantly. The woman released her with a smirk. Her tone grew more taunting.
How beautiful. How hard must you have worked on this Aurum Secretum barrier? I bet you've barely gotten any sleep in 10 days. What a shame they'll never know how much you've done for them, overworking yourself day and night. But all that work will now be mercilessly torn to shreds. Aurum Secretum is such a great invention. It amplifies energy exponentially by resonating with it. Yes, there are some side effects, but from a strategic perspective, it far surpasses hypercubes in value. How could something this valuable be wasted on protecting some tiny refugee shelter?
She picked up the recently adjusted Aurum Secretum from the bench. Its soft fluorescent blue glow become engulfed by the mania in her palm, transformed into an enormous black purple hue. Hypatia's expression darkened instantly as she leaned forward to seize the Aurum Secretum from her hand.
Give it back! The barrier still needs to be adjusted.
No, you no longer need it. Not for the upcoming evacuation.
Stop! What are you doing?
As she speaks, Senet opened her mouth and swallowed the Aurum Secretum in her hand. Mania surged through the room. The structure Hela is hiding behind creased and groan, while the storm of mania sting her eyes so much she can barely keep them open. When the violent surge finally subsides, the room furnishing lies in ruin, yet the two figures at the center still remain standing. The instigator appeared completely unscathed, even licking her lips with lingering satisfaction.
Now, about our evacuation plan. You will cooperate, won't you?
Hypatia offered no response. Her head hung low, and though her back remained straight, she looked so small and fragile, as if she might collapse at any moment.
Well then, consider yourself informed. Good night, my lady. Do get some rest.
Sinner give a knowing smile, then turn and walk away. Silent finally returned to the room. Hypatia staggered forward, bracing herself against the bench with one hand. She took a deep breath, several deep breaths, but ultimately crumbled to the floor, trembling as she buried her face in the crook of her arm. A noise breaks the silence. Someone jumped down from the overhead ventilation duct, meeting his patient gaze as she looks up.
Hello? Did you hear everything just now?
Hela pressed her lips together, her expression tense.
You gonna say yes to her?
I don't know.
Will you say no then?
I don't know.
No, you do know. You know perfectly well. You've known all along. But you still let the townspeople use the Aurum Secretum weapons!
Excuse me, but holy shit, the thunder noise is so loud outside. Oh my god. And it's raining. It's so loud outside. Sorry about that, you guys. Are you hearing that? No. Okay. The girl across her averted her gaze, her voice barely audible.
Here in White Sands, one must pay a price to protect oneself. This applies to everyone.
Huh. That sounds exactly like something a noble would say.
Hypatia looks up at the stunk, her lips trembling, before finally bowing her head deeply.
I'm sorry. I should have told you sooner. She's right. Führer was never just a shelter from the beginning. The Campbells funded this place, supplied it with resources, and ultimately turned it into a testing ground for Aurum Secretum. My research. It was supposed to protect Führer and all similar settlements across White Sands, but the Apostle keeps expanding its territory, and the barrier is already operating at maximum capacity. I can't find a way to improve it, and we're running out of time. Please, Hela, trust me. I swear on the Campbell name, everything I've done has been for this city. I will get all of you out safely. But now, I've already... I'm sorry. Please don't ask me any more questions.
Hypatia gently takes Hela's hand.
When it's all over, I'll explain everything to you properly, okay?
So, this was all part of your plan from the beginning? Aurum Secretum, the Campbells, everything. There was never any real hope here. Fine. If you want me to trust you, then tell me! Given everything you're capable of, if you just spoke up, everyone would believe you, so why? Why not tell everyone the truth yourself? Why do you need help from someone from this city?
Hela's question completely stunned Hypatia, leaving her frozen in place. The ground beneath them shook violently as the alarm warning another attack on the barrier blared again.
Is it the Apostle? Crap, everyone in the city's in danger. We need to get down there. Hypatia?
The girl remained frozen in place, head bowed, her voice so faint it's barely audible.
I can't show myself publicly. If my family found out, then the final plan would also...
To hell with the Campbells! To hell with your family! It's all bullshit!
Yeah, listen to Hella. Something's get thrown down at Capatia's feet, rolling several times before stopping in her sight. It's a small autumn secretum doll, the very object she had given to Hella to guide her way.
The greater good? That's just a pretty excuse for using them! How can you even call yourself a noble if you can't even protect your own people, but instead suck them dry and use them as human shields? You're just a bunch of cowardly parasites hiding behind others! The Campbells. How are they any different from the Dis City mice they despise?
Hella paused, her voice nearly breaking.
Do you really think a noble's life is worth more than a commoner's? I thought you truly cared about them. That you were different from the others. I was wrong. Fine. If you won't save them, I will!
Hella? Wait!
Hella turned away and rushed outside amid violent tremor. Hella raced out of elevated lab and sprint downward, running straight into dust-covered Horror, who had just emerged from the underground.
Hella, why are you coming out of the lab? That bunch of...
I know! We'll deal with them later! Ah!
Another violent tremor shook the ground, as a massive rip opened beneath Hella's feet. Horror grabbed her from behind and pulled her back in time so she can regain her footing.
Fuhrer's defenses won't hold much longer. We can't risk losing the entire Legion here. We should retreat for now.
Horror started to walk away, but Hella grabbed her arm.
Wait! Before we leave, there's something more important.
Oh boy. Dense black sand assaults the city. The overhead barrier is on the vertical collapse. Cracks are spreading in the trembling rock structure. Sand wind and mania seep to this rip into Führer, stinging exposed skin with every gust. Hella raced through the ruined city, searching for any remaining resident.
Tarek! Zaid! Old Ross! Granny Nisa!
The streets are empty. They must have gone to the shelter, which has to be... The cave entrance is barricaded with layers of wooden plank and rubble. Furorians struggle to fence off vicious beasts trying to force their way to the rift. Their defenses are fragile, but they continue to fight with a grim determination. Tarek pulled wooden plank from a shelf, desperately reinforced the cave defenses. The outer barricades are being stripped away by the relentless sand beast, forcing him to reapply layer after layer futilely. Next moment, a sharp whoosh cut through the air, and light suddenly streamed through a rift that completely blocked by sand beast just now.
Hella?
Hella pointed to the chamber. The cave is in complete chaos. Filled with painful moan and sob, the wounds lie in the deepest part of the room, while every Furorian is still able to stand form a protective line in front of them, weapon in his hand.
Where did you run off to? We still need to go and rescue the others. You should stay here with Granny and the rest. It's safer here.
No! Wrong! You got it all wrong!
Hella interrupted Tarek, painting heavily.
The apostle outside is growing stronger! It'll break through the barrier any minute now! Forget about the lab! We need to escape and get the hell out of here!
What are you talking about? With Hypatia on our side, there's no way they could so easily...
The defenses at the entrance are attacked again. Hella swings her pipe to repel sand beasts, nearly bursting into the room, shouting at the top of her lungs.
Aurum Secretum can't protect Führer! It won't save anyone and can't truly block
As Hela finished speaking, she realized the room had fallen completely silent.
Old Ross? Tarek? Hey, just say something.
Ross and Tarek exchanged a knowing glance, then sighed in resignation.
Actually, we've known all of that for some time now. Some strange, horned woman dressed like a Fraser official told us in the marketplace today.
What? If you all knew this already, then why are you still here?
Hela looked around at everyone in bewilderment, seeing the same bright, knowing smile on all of their faces.
Hela, we have nowhere else to go. Our homes were all destroyed by disasters long ago. You guys have got hypercubes in this city. You don't have to worry about waking up to find your house buried in sand, or whether you'll survive until morning. Here, even if you do survive, you'd have to abandon your homeland and hide in shelters, living day by day. Hypatia also offered to take us away, but where else could we go?
Hela is rendered speechless as she scanned the room. She sees children, the elderly, people who are sick, injured, and disabled. She can't even find a single person who she can call healthy. Everyone here bears countless wounds and endless exhaustion. These are the mark that disaster and long-term suffering have come to their body.
No. It shouldn't be like this.
Her eyes feel stung as her vision blurs. She's seen it all, the powerless struggle, desperately trying to survive, only to end up merely exist rather than living. The kind soul who suffer constantly still yearn for that. One day hope might arrive. And the cunning one who lives on the edges, sending off their fallen companion with song of farewell. The shadow from her memories began to merge with the people before her. All of them so fragile, yet so resolute. There's no more material left in the chamber to reinforce the barricades. The growls outside of the cave grow louder. The defensive line is about to collapse. The wooden ball are shaking, but a pair of firm hands steady them. One by one, the Ferrarian moved past Hela to the front, filling in the gaps in the fence line, using their own body.
Hypatia is smarter than all of us. She has knowledge and influence and is the genius of the Campbell family. She can accomplish things that none of us can do.
But if you stay, you'll all die!
If sacrificing one person can save 100, if leaving us behind will help Hypatia go faster and further, so she can save many more people in the future, then we'll stay willingly, without regret.
More people pushed past Hela, walking forward without hesitation towards their mission. String of rosaries get taken off and placed in Hela palms. Children should always be protected. They're leaving their blessing to Hela. Oh man,
Perhaps
this is
someday
sad.
She'll develop the perfect Aurum Secretum. It'll change the whole White Sands, helping our compatriots who were separated from us during the disasters. So, it's okay if our Führer disappears. There will be more Führers in the future. They will live on in our place.
Another growl. The chamber shake as the barricades at the entrance collapse. A sharp claw reaches in and hooks into Tarek's clothes, nearly dragging him out of the cage. But
Is that?
Hypatia! A slender figure stands on the open ground outside the cave. Her usually immaculate clothes is stained with dust. She's wounded, having dealt with the countless invaders on her way here. Fallen corpses litter the ground outside the cave. Unnatural protrusion can be seen in her hand. Bizarrely shaped metal penetrates her wrist, extending from the wound, climbing upward, deeply embedded in her flesh. It's good to see you back. Yeah, hello? Is anyone still here? Yeah, so my stream got cut off because the freaking internet is it's raining so much outside. My internet it got interrupted and my VOD fucking got immediately fucking crashed. So that was fun. I'm trying to go live on YouTube right now because what the fuck. Give me a second, guys. Come on, YouTube. Better work, man. Give me a second to see if the screen pop up. There we go. Okay, we back. God damn it, YouTube. Oh my god, man, it's fucking raining, and now my YouTube is not fucking. My whole entire stream got cut in half. Okay, let me go back to do this.
Yes.
You knew that they believed in your Aurum Secretum so much, they were willing to die for it. You knew everything all along.
I'm sorry.
Hella vision blur. She abruptly rubs her eyes, forcing back the tears drowning to fall.
They're all idiots. I mean, staying alive is what matters most. Why doesn't anyone get that? The Apostle is coming. We're running out of time.
A hand reached out, gently pulling Hela's hands away from her face.
No, we still have a chance. The Furorians won't follow me, but I'm sure you can find a way to make them go with you. Trick them, coax them, or even threaten them. No offense, but if you wanted to, you could do all these things, couldn't you?
I could indeed. No, that's not the point! But what happens after we get out? The Aurum Secretum won't protect them. With the Sinner around, the Apostle will still catch up to us.
I will destroy it.
The patient's expression is resolute. She means every word.
No way! That's an Apostle of Ashes we're talking about. Even injured, it's not something you can take down alone. And the Campbells value you so much. They won't just let you walk away. And what about your research? Without you, the Aurum Secretum will...
The patient shakes her head. She raised her arm, revealing sharp Aurum Secretum, embedding in her flesh, as if erupting from beneath her skin.
The small doll you threw at me contained a piece of highly refined Aurum Secretum. It was part of my Aurum Secretum barrier research, although Cynics consumed all the other parts. Fortunately, this piece remains. Using Sinner power to control it is something only I, its inventor, can accomplish.
But still...
She's so pretty. The girl's fingertip gently pressed against her chest, touching the gold insignia pinned above her heart. Moonlight bathed the city, illuminating her profile. Her eyes are downcast, but her voice remained determined.
Being a Campbell means being exceptional, more formidable than ordinary people. Protected by Fraser City, drawing wisdom from our ancestors' knowledge, we must also bear the responsibility of returning this wisdom to our people. Having received everyone's respect, I must live up to their trust. I must protect Führer and everyone. This time, I won't run away. These should have been my promises all along, and they are my responsibility. Not to mention that the Campbells have already failed them once. I cannot break my promise a second time.
You're an idiot too. You're gonna face the Apostle alone? With what? If anyone could take that thing down solo, it wouldn't still be here today! You pig-headed idiot! You arrogant snob! You...
Running up and saw Hela look dejected suddenly.
1 life versus 100. This should never be a choice we have to make.
Cold finger brushed against the back of Hela's hand. Hypatia gently take hold of it, just as she did when they first met.
Help me, Hela. She told me I could depend on you. Go now. I must make my preparations.
A whistle sound from above. Hela looks up to see Horo with the Legion gathering behind her.
We're out of time. Let's follow her plan for now.
Hela wants to say more, but Hypatia gently pushed her toward the Legion. They parked way. As Hela walked towards Horo, she turned to look back, seeing only a thin, frail figure standing alone in the distance. She waved goodbye until rock obscured her silhouette, and she vanished from sight.
Goodbye, Hela.
Oh man. Condemn, we almost there. 4 more chapters. Then black sand assault the city. The overhead barrier is on the verge of collapse. Cracks are spreading in the trembling rock structure. Sandy wind and mania sip through these ripped into fever, stinging exposed skin with every gust. Wait, did we read this? I think we didn't. Hela raced through the ruined city searching for any remaining resident. Wait, did we read this? Hold on. Wait, hold on. Yeah, we already read this. What the heck? Okay, hold on. Okay, we already condemned. 3001 we go. Already read that chapter. Oops. The Aurum Secretum has long been removed from the room, leaving nothing but emptiness. Hey, Hypatia stands by the window, gazing at the winding queue of people far below. At the front are several hooded figures, and the girl knows that Horo. Without farewell, they will escort the Ferorian away from this place, never to return. Boom! Black sand slammed against the barrier in the sky above. Führer once again. The rock beneath her feet trembled as cracks spread across the mountainside. Hypatia looks up, her keen eyes spotting fracture, forming in the barrier above.
The barrier is reaching its limit.
Well, you got what you wanted.
Another voice suddenly rings out in the room. It's Xanax. She leans against the doorway. It's her lips curve into contempt.
The lab's gone. The townspeople have fled. And even that Dis City kid didn't stick around for you. After all that trouble, is this really the outcome you wanted?
What about you? Are you going to stop me?
There's no rush for that. They won't get far anyway. But I'm curious about something else.
Xanax taps the corner of her lips. Her smile is unmistakably malicious.
Having been the perfect daughter all your life, has our goody-goody little lady suddenly hit her rebellious phase and decided to play the hero championing justice? Huh. How unexpected. Just don't expect gratitude in return, even though you went through all that trouble to help them escape. Before long, they'll be so dazzled by their new lives that they'll forget all about you. Remember, it was that purple-haired girl who actually let them out, not you. There's still time. Capture them and bring them back. You can still win back your family's trust.
Hypatia doesn't respond immediately. She continues to gazing out the window, and only after several seconds does she begin softly.
No. Perhaps it would be best if they forgot about me entirely. Führer has never been a paradise. These people didn't come here willingly. They only arrived after losing their homes to endless disasters with nowhere else to go. This isn't their fault, and they shouldn't die for it.
She gazed into the distance from the window. The evacuation procession went through Führer Street, gradually disappearing behind distant rock. One by one, the light that had long illuminated the cavern go dark, leaving only sandbeasts and corruptors to roam the street.
Hela will help them find a new home. Perhaps somewhere far from Fraser. Maybe somewhere in Dis City, even. There will certainly be help waiting for them there. She will. All the other researchers have already left the lab. It's at least a day's journey to return to Fraser from here. Führer has lost its value now, so my family won't bother tracking down the refugees.
Let me go back and let her read that. I accidentally skipped, sorry.
Hela will help them find a new home. Perhaps somewhere far from Fraser. Maybe somewhere in Dis City, even. There will certainly be help waiting for them there. She will find a way.
So yeah, Hypatia believed in Jeep, basically.
They won't need to fear pursuers or worry about the Apostle anymore. Now, only the final step of the plan remains.
Hypatia turned to face the intruder. Right now, Autumn Secatum is flowing through her arm, extending downwards discreetly, reaching directly under her Cynic's feet.
Stay where you are. Don't go causing more trouble.
Whoosh! The Autumn Secatum instantly transformed into a Manasco, binding Senna and pinning her against a wall. After a stunned moment, the woman doesn't appear angry, but instead laughs.
Caught me off guard. Impressive. So this is your game. You had it all planned out. Have you told your cute little accomplice that your so-called perfect plan is to distract the Apostle using yourself as bait? Everyone has gone, leaving you all alone to be slowly buried together with Führer, suffocating quietly beneath the sand. By then, it'll be too late to regret your decision.
Betraying Tynan, cutting deep into Senna's skin and leaving several angry red marks.
Or what? Get choked constantly by a collar like you until the day I die instead? This is the best way out. The Apostle of Ashes will be drawn to the sinner who controls the Aurum Secretum, while everyone else can make it out safely.
She looked down to see the last figure disappearing between the rock. The shaking intensified as fracture in the barrier began to deepen and expand. Time is running out. Barrier suffered another impact. Behind the mountain, the Apostle is poised like a predator. Each of its strikes shaking, fear violently like an earthquake. She crouched down, her figure gently pressed against Aurum Secretum chain, restraining sinners. Its growth faintly like a cracked form.
But despite everything, I do not wish to endanger others as I take my own revenge. These restraints will deactivate before the barrier crumbles completely. Time is of the essence, but it should be enough for you to slip away.
The fact that she still cares about it is so like describe her whole personality. That she's so nice.
How touching! Such a shame my hands are tied up, or I'd give you a proper round of applause. So, is this what you're after? To be a glorious, lonely hero that no one will remember?
Her question is left unanswered. The blonde girl rises to her feet and walks out of the room. The protective barrier suffered another attack, the crack growing more visible. The day is breaking as dawn peers through the dark cloud above her. But the Apostle miasma hangs too heavy. The first light stands alone, too feeble to illuminate the entire city. Black and rushes to crack in the rock into the city, dragging up the hem of a cave. She lifts her head, aiming the recording device in her hand forward.
Code FU-2109. Führer Research Site. Final experiment. Target: Apostle of Ashes, N05. Test subject: Ash Crystal Resonator. Capacia Campbell.
She walked forward without hesitation as the camera faithfully recorded everything.
City evacuated. Ash Crystal activated. Aurum Secretum resonance limit unlocked. Experiment entering final phase. Target Apostle exists in a fragmented state, making it difficult to capture. The plan is to use the spiritual energy of a high-ranking sinner as bait to draw it into Führer for complete elimination.
Sand beasts and corrupted assault ceaselessly, but she's cleared a path forward while maintaining a steady voice as she continues speaking.
Additionally, to facilitate the decoy, Führer's outer Aurum Secretum barrier must be deactivated, allowing the Apostle to precisely lock onto the sinner's location. The barrier will be completely destroyed in approximately 15 minutes. Only one operator remains, and repair requirements cannot be fulfilled. Once initiated, this plan cannot be interrupted. There is no turning back. I will record the entire battle process. This will serve as valuable sample data. I hope this record will benefit those who follow this same path of Aurum Secretum research in the future. As for the Furorians...
She stopped in her track. She set down the recording device. Aurum Secretum flowed slowly across her arm as the emerald crystal in her palms resonate with the surrounding metal. Mania level began to rise.
They will survive. I will make sure of it. Someday they'll be able to leave Führer and their hatred behind, and embrace their new lives. No matter what, no one should be trapped here. They deserve better lives.
Aurum Secretum hums. Poised for release, the girl prepared to step onto her battlefield.
This is my duty. I will give everything for this, no matter the cost.
Oh man. Hypatia shattered the monster before her. The creature crumbled into black sand, flowing back into the dark magnetic vortex. Above, the barrier has been torn open, leaving a gaping hole where black sand funnel into Pharaoh. That's the parcel of ashes. His eye is prey hungrily, yet cautiously refused to fully take the bait. The black sand accelerates its erosion of Pharaoh's last defenses. The barrier grows increasingly unstable. It won't hold much longer. The storm intensified, carrying razor-sharp metal fragments that slide across the patient's exposed skin, leaving one deep cut after another. A different sound is hidden within howling gale. Lady Hypatia. Someone is left behind in Pharaoh? No, that's not a real voice. Meaning it is contaminating her mind. That's the apostle trap. She tried to drive the hallucination out of her mind, but her vision only grew more disoriented. The ruined street began to blur with memory of Pharaoh, one bustling avenues. Phantom figures seemingly stand right beside her, talking to her. The Campbell wish. We all understand. We chose to stay behind. The metal fragments collide in the wind, creating faint noise. Though mania influenced, these sounds transform into whispers that penetrate the ears of the last living soul of Pharaoh. Hypatia, don't betray us. Never forget. Hypatia, don't betray the family. Never forget your duty. The whisper suddenly amplifies, transforming into a deafening explosion in her ears. Seizing the opening, the corruptors before Hypatia strike in with full force, setting her body flying into the heart of the black sandstorm. Hypatia is ensnared by the opposing mania field. Something fly past her, remnants of prey captured by the storm but not yet fully consumed. Autumn secondum debris, broken foreign rosaries, and countless unrecognizable relics from the other fallen city. Deep inside the apostle bowel, her consciousness is getting torn apart. She struggles to resist, but is dragged deeper into the contamination. She hears whisper and resentful shriek of the deceased. But amongst them, there's another voice. Childlike, innocent is definitely Hela, isn't it?
Do you hereby swear that from this day forward, as a Campbell child of Fraser, you will dedicate yourself wholly to your family and this city, leading its people toward prosperity?
Sunlight streamed down. The girl stands bathed in its glow, her right hand resting gently over her chest, feeling the cold metal beneath her fingers and the rapid beating of her own heart.
Yes, I swear.
Do you hereby swear that you, as one of the revered Campbells, will do everything in your power to carry forward the guidance of your great predecessors and never dishonor the glory of your family?
Yes, I will be true to my word and deed, never forgetting the compassion and justice in my heart.
Do you swear before the Golden Rose that no matter the hardship, whatever the cost, you will never abandon your duty or betray your oath, and always put the greater interests before your own?
The judge's voice answered without a moment's hesitation, resolute and unwavering.
Yes, I do. I do. I will be forever faithful to my duty, my city, and its people. Even if it means sacrificing everything I have, I shall not hesitate.
Oh.
Liar! Traitor!
The mania is getting stronger. Memories shatter under the harsh voice. Countless fragments interweave and overlap as a symphony of voice echo around Hypatia. The disaster is still intensifying. The partial activity had exceeded the threshold. Lady Hypatia, the barrier won't hold much longer.
How naive I was. I once believed in Aurum Secretum, and that perhaps one day my research could conquer the calamity and save the world.
If it's not for Fira, would have died in White Sand long ago. But our lives are worthless anyway. It's our honor to die for Aurum Secretum.
But one person's efforts are so feeble. People are dying for the hope that might never come. While I accomplished even less than the Aurum Secretum they died for.
Hypatia, you have betrayed your oath.
No. The glory of the Campbells. True glory should never be something like this.
The contamination continued to intensify. Hypatia struggled to resist. Escaping the corruption seemed almost impossible. What more do you want? Your family believe in you and have invested so much in you, placing their highest hope in you, and yet you betray them for some useless research site. What a fool! This is merely a small, inevitable sacrifice on the path to great victory. Accept it, as only then you can go further. The whispers circle around her ears, seducing her to surrender and plunge together into the depth of darkness.
No, that's wrong.
The howling in the wind grows louder. Hand from darkness seized Hypatia, dragging her own into the abyss, and then...
I say to hell with them!
Yeah! Let's go, Hela! Oh my god. She's so grown up. I'm so proud. Jeep was so proud of her. I say to hell with them! The sunny storm dances, devouring everything at an exhilarating pace. But somewhere deeper, a rip opened in chaotic void, allowing a bit of light from the outside to shine through. The darkness began to crumble. As the light drew closer, growing brighter, more distant.
You're a Campbell, and the inventor of Aurum Secretum! What can't you do? Come on, Hypatia! Get back here! We're not done fighting yet!
Let's go! Thank God Hela is here. Oh my god. Hypatia sees no researcher, no Florian, no Camel messenger here. And of course, she doesn't see Hela either. Everything just now was merely an illusion she saw after being swallowed by this partial mania field. I see. Individuals swallowed by a partial aren't immediately consumed. Instead, they draw into the partial's own spiritual domain and experience hallucination.
You should work on your dream crafting skills, though. You won't catch much prey like that.
The Aurum Secretum emit a hum. Her power concentrates once more as she breaks free from the partial tempest. The winds transform to piercing scream that swept across the space. Everything around her shake as barrier teeter on the verge of collapse. Instead of countering immediately, Hypatia pulls out her recording device.
The evacuation should be complete by now. It's time.
Sorry, my internet being ass right now. I think because we got bad. No, I got it too. A game. When I was talking about why I was away, my internet got interrupted and it's ended the stream because it's really rainy and stormy outside. So I got it too. But yeah, the reason why I was you too. Yeah, it's raining right now, but thank God it's finally calming down and my internet is backing up, so thank God. But yeah, back to the reason why I was on like 1 week break last week is because my distant relative from Vietnam come to visit me because it's their first time entering the United States. They're not living here, they just come to visit me. So I have to take a break and took a whole week off to showing them around and stuff. And we literally just have like a 1-day trip to New York City yesterday. It was pretty hot, but it was fun. They get to see the Statue of Liberty for the first time, and they were so happy. So I was like, yeah. So they had fun. They already left. They already left and like took another week to visit another member of my family in Texas. So yeah, so I'm back. We're getting scattered rain and strong wind, bro. Same here. It's literally raining so much and thundering outside. It was so loud. But thank God the internet it's back to normal because I want to finish everything today and I don't want the stream to like fucking ruin by the rain and bad internet connection. So thank God. Yeah. Anyway, let's get back to where we left. So we are almost done. Another crack appears. The barrier stops shaking all of a sudden. Hypatia looks up while her device recording everything. The wind outside has suddenly stopped, and a massive shadow is gathering in the air, hovering above Fira, blotting out the sky and nearly engulfing the tiny figure below. She's still breathing heavily, and her hand trembling violently from pain, or perhaps something else.
So, is this what you're after? To be a glorious, lonely hero that no one will remember?
Yeah, it's frustrating. Yeah, it is. Well, I was just having a good normal ass stream and then boom, the freaking rain came out of nowhere and then it's all stormy and shit. It's really annoying, you know. Just like all the Furians, she's nothing more than an ordinary person.
See, even now I'm still frightened. How could someone like me ever be their hope?
The illusion mirrored her pain and longing. A solo fight too lonely. Perhaps somewhere deep in her heart she does wish someone could stand beside her. The recording device is still working dutifully. Hypatia steadies her breathing slowly before speaking again. This time a trace of hesitation seeped into her otherwise composed voice.
When this is all over, if someone finds this recording, if anyone hears these words, then perhaps it might still be possible to...
Her sentence is left unfinished. The autumn Secatum barrier shattered completely, its fragments raining down like a fallen star all over the city. Almost instantly, an invincible gaze locked into her. In the next moment, mania flooded into Pharaoh together. with the sandy storm. Dark debris rushed into Firo, gradually gathering into a solid form in the sky. The massive apostle of ashes have taken the bait. It's fixed in intention at the feast before it. Hypatia, Hypatia, come, stay, become one with us. You shall never leave.
Of course. I alone should suffice to satisfy your hunger.
Wounds cover Hypatia's body. The crystallized mania begins to turn against her, creeping towards her shoulder blade. The crystal embedded in the metal trembled violently, as if about to shatter at any moment. Uh-oh. She tried to draw out even greater power from Arum Secatum, but the burden becomes too much, and the metal in her arm suddenly explodes. Oh
the
no.
Arum Secatum reached its limit. No. Damn it! I'm running out of time.
There's never time for hesitation on the battlefield. Another attack comes howling towards her, and it's too late to dodge. At the critical moment, an attack descends from above, interrupting the partial assault.
Traffic control in progress!
Hella!
Make way now!
My daughter is here! A daughter! Traffic control in progress. Dude, she's so grown up. Oh man. That's our daughter. Hypatia looks up in shock, seeing Silver standing high above against the light. I like your VTuber avatar is the role. This is not what my avatar look like. This is my avatar dressing up as Chief. Chief is the main character in this game in Path to Nowhere. So no, my avatar, this is not what my avatar really look like. It's literally my avatar in a costume, basically. It's cosplaying. This is what my real avatar look like. Here, let me switch. Hold on. Bam. This is what my avatar really look like. Yeah. So she in another costume because I'm playing Path to Nowhere right now, so I need to put my avatar in another costume to fitting the atmosphere. Oh damn, we already done. Final chapter. Hera stand atop a jutting rock. An Arum Secatum cannon on her shoulder, aimed directly at the Apostle of Ashes.
Hela?
Hey, Hippa! How you holding up? I'm back to help you kick some monsters' asses!
I love the fact that when Hela feels comfortable with somebody, she just literally called them by their nickname. That is adorable. She literally called Hypatia Hippa. Oh my god.
How did you... Hasn't everyone already retreated? Where are the others now? Don't tell me they also...
Oh, okay. So yeah, thank you. I made it myself. Because you know how normally YouTubers have the VTubers have really high quality models, like 3D models, right? It's cost like $1,000 or some shit like that. I was like, I don't have that much budget, so I decided to make it myself, but in 2D style. So in 2D we call it PNG tuber. So yeah, I made it myself. Thank you so much for loving it. I love it too. It's adorable.
No, the barrier has already failed. I can't protect you on my own. You need to leave now.
Easy. You think the top fighter of Syndicate who's busted through black rings would sweat a small battle like this? As for the Furorians, don't worry. They've all run far, far away by now. Nobody needed convincing this time. They couldn't leave fast enough.
The cannons transform into a heavy bludgeon in Hella's hands as she swings it with full force, sending a sand beast approaching from the side, flying through the air.
Hypatia is fighting the Apostle to protect Führer, and she's in grave danger! The lab staff stole all the Aurum Secretum, but we can't just run away like cowards! Come on, let's catch up to them! We have to help Our Lady Campbell! I've learned a ton on my little adventure this time. A good lie needs to be mixed in with some truth. An old friend from White Sands taught me that. She's not the most trustworthy person per se, but her tricks sure work. See? Just put it to good use, didn't I? Don't worry. Everyone's in a safe place now. Once we finish this fight, we'll go meet up with them together.
She passed the Aurum Secretum device at her side, then turned her attention back to the Apostle.
Hey! You over there! Yeah, you! The coward who's always hiding in the storm! What kind of loser picks on a girl all on her own? If you've got any guts, come out and face my cannon like a real fighter!
The gale infused with mania failed to knock her down. Hella stands tall, her eyes gleaming with determination.
But it's too dangerous. This was only ever my responsibility. You shouldn't have to.
Oh, stop that now! We all feel we're not strong enough sometimes. That all we do is make mistakes. And we're scared to death when we're all alone. Happens to everyone. And that's okay.
Yeah! Tell them, Hella.
That old friend from White Sands taught me another thing as well. You should grow a thicker skin and stop guilt-tripping yourself all the time. It never should have been a choice between sacrificing one person or 100.
Man, dude, freaking Corin taught her so much. Corin will be fucking proud of her, oh my god. I miss Corin. Oh, where is she? Corin will be so proud when she hears this from Hella.
Here's a syndicate trick. If you can't win a fight alone, get more guys to back you up. If one person can't finish a job, get everyone to help. If we put all 101 brains together, we can definitely think of a new solution. So, I'll help you out and hit where you miss. If you still feel guilty about it, just promise me you'll try your hardest. Come back alive, and thank us later.
Oh, that smile.
It's not that simple. But is that true? So, you all still want to see me?
Is that if that's still people are waiting for her, that she cannot let them down? Yeah, let's go. Oh my god, man.
I have a plan. It's very risky. I couldn't have managed it before. But now, you're by my side. Hella, will you help me?
Hella leaps down from above and sees Hypatia's hand.
You bet I will.
The shriek lie in ruin as the partial circle in the sky above Pharaoh. The sinner has suddenly masked her presence, and the apostle can no longer find a target. As the wind died down, the apostle hesitated, ready to leave until a flying stick catched its attention.
Hey! You big coward over there! Watch this!
The tiny sinner stands in the middle of the street, somehow emanating the presence of one-person army ready to hold the line.
Aren't you hungry? Don't you want a midnight snack? Aren't you tired of hiding in the storm like a loser all the time?
Hella holds up an object high in the air. A crook, almost disfigured tiny Autumn Secretum doll.
If you want it, come and get it yourself!
Activated by mania, the doll erupts with tremendous energy. Uh-oh. It's angry. Black Sand take on solid form and chase after the girl. Hella runs at full speed, heading towards the rendezvous point Hypatia told her about just ahead.
But you never told me this thing could run so fast!
Oh boy. She tripped over something right behind her. The Apostle lunged forward aggressively, but the sinner dodged out of the way with a quick roll.
Hella, get in!
Horror reached out and pulled Hella into the vehicle. The Legion doubly battered car speed away, racing towards the final battleground. Hypatia entered the underground facility and see the blue-haired woman standing beside a metal device. Lysandra!
Yes.
I see. You look way more at ease now, compared to before. I'm leaving too. There's nothing left here that I need. Whatever remains is yours.
The blue-haired woman turned and leaves without hesitation. Once again, Hypatia is left alone in the place. The utter silence here is almost eerie. The partial roar cannot penetrate this deep underground. Sunlight will never grace this subterranean space. She used to hate this place. The future seemed so much like a dark crypt before her, devoid of any light. Just like feral black sand sprout sky, which only a faint glimmer of light could shine through at noon. But Hypatia breathed deeply, feeling the pulsation beneath her palm. The autumn secretum hums and vibrates in resonance, like another person's heartbeat pressed against her side.
I will activate the underground mechanisms. That place is the core facility for Apostle research, equipped with the most advanced Aurum Secretum instruments. It's also our last hope to defeat it. But while I do that, someone has to lure the Apostle to a strategic position. The problem is, I've run out of Aurum Secretum.
Hypatia watched in surprise as Hella rummaged through her pocket and pulled out a jumble of small items. Various Aurum Secretum parts salvaged from Florian's gear. Numerous small pieces eventually form a decent pile.
When they heard I was coming back to help you, they shoved all the usable materials they had into my pockets. Think this is enough?
She always came prepared, huh? Hypatia's surprise melted into a genuine smile as she accepted Aurum Secretum.
It's not the purest, but it should suffice. Aurum Secretum can temporarily amplify the resonance with the user's mania. It'll serve as a moving target to the Apostle, which makes the perfect bait.
Her voice trailed off. Her hand still rests upon Hella. Her voice trailed off, her hand still resting upon Hella. Hella looked up questioningly, noticing the conflicted expression on Hypatia's face.
I can't guarantee this plan will succeed. Acting as bait will be extremely dangerous. Hella, do you trust me?
Of course, man. Of course. We trust you.
Seems like the genius of the Campbell family doesn't know everything after all.
Hella looks up, Hypatia looks up, meeting Hella's bright eyes.
You had my trust from the beginning, dummy.
Fure was always shrouded by dark clouds. People couldn't see the light, so they mistook me for the sun. But I cannot save them, and the Campbell family never should have been their hope.
At some point, her hand have stopped trembling.
Pippa! Now's your chance!
The crystal shivered in her hand. Hypatia touched it and then... Woo! I love this art so much, man. Oh my god. Oh yeah, for those who don't know, I already played this event before because I have to take care of my nieces. So when I'm offline, I didn't stream. I wanted to finish this so bad. I just play it off stream. But since I'm free now, I also want to stream this again for the people who didn't get a chance to see it. So yeah, I already know what the heck is going on, but I don't want to spoil anything. So yeah. What the heck did I miss? I think I missed some text. Hold on, let me read this. The crystal shivered in her hand. Hypatia touched it, and then immense energy erupted from the crystal, surged through Hypatia's fingertip, converging into a beam of light, pierced straight to the ground at the apostle. Okay. All the autumn secretum is simmering with the power of Hypatia. In this moment, the whole Pharaoh answered her call. This is her final battle, where she will reclaim with her own hand the radiance that once stolen from the Pharaohs.
Now, it's time to take back what's ours.
The apostle is greatly damaged, his body covered in burn marks from the autumn secretum's searing energy. The underground autumn secretum has all been consumed, and now a violent storm engulfs Hypatia as mania corrupts the resonant energy within her body. Suddenly, the howling winds fall silent for a moment. Hypatia hears agonized shrieks pierce through the stillness.
Is that?
Above her, the barrier that should have been disabled is beginning to glow again. Woo! It's working! The Pharaohs gather outside the rocky outcrop. Though the autumn secretum in their hand are all shadow pieces, together they form a continuous field, reactivating the external autumn secretum device and reconnecting the system. The Legionnaires stand right beside the Pharaohs, the two groups exchanging wary glances. Despite lingering tension between them, they can still work together towards a common goal. Yeah. Part by part, the barrier light up, gradually forming a starry sky in the daylight above Pharaoh. This shimmering galaxy will completely trap the apostle within Pharaoh's boundaries.
A good lie needs to be mixed in with some truth. An old friend from White Sands taught me that. She's not the most trustworthy person per se, but her tricks sure work. See? Just put it to good use, didn't I?
Indeed, her method worked. Hell has successfully deceived her once again. They have never really given up on Pharaoh or Hypatia. Show that thing what you made of, Lady Campbell! The apostle roared in fury, realizing it had no escape. It summoned a source of black sand, from which countless tormented souls who died in the desert reached out towards Hypatia, attempting to drag her down to hell with them. You betrayed us. You couldn't save anyone. You just stood by and watched as we die. You're useless. Stop struggling. Hypatia stands unwavering, even as mania leaves its corrosive mark across her skin. The light surrounding her body keeps growing brighter, gradually overwhelming the dark swirling sand until she becomes the sole source of radiance in the darkness. The apostle began to tremble, sensing the threat before it. What do you even want? Why? Why won't you just give up? Hypatia's voice is hoarse. The hardened The burden of ash crystal nearly crushed her, yet she dragged her body forward with unwavering determination. She takes one step, then another. As the resonance surpasses its limit, the autumn secretum begins to boil, merging into Hypatia's skin and forming a golden pattern across her body.
I want courage and strength. I want to stand tall with a clear conscience, to set things right, to protect my people. I want sunlight to pierce through the dark clouds and shine over Furor. I want that one day, all hopes in this place can become reality.
The world shakes violently as the Apostle Crystal core is exposed in the storm. The Apostle concentrates its energy, preparing to deliver one final strike. But Hypatia, she chose to remove all her defense, her power gathered into one single point, poised to strike.
This is what I've been seeking all along. The true glory.
Boom. Light impaled the sky like a second sun rising from the depth of Furor, completely tearing through the veil of sand and dust. Hypatia fell back, ultimately swallowed by the aftershock of the energy. But just as her consciousness began to fade, she hears someone calling out.
Hypatia!
Oh boy. The sand and dust gradually settle, revealing the city's appearance. The cave and building have been destroyed in the intense battle, reduced to ruin and rubble. The explosion has created a massive crater leading to the underground at the city center. When the Florian are escorted back into the sea by the Legion, they greet by this scene of complete devastation.
She just ran down there! Damn it! Hella! Hella, where are you?
And the Miss Gamble. She's gone too.
Horror raced to the city, desperately searching for any sign of Hela. Other town folks joined the search, their faces etched with worry. Everyone searched frantically, calling out, but no response come. Post-battle, Furor lies in ruin, without a single soul in sight. Finally, someone found a damaged golden rose insignia at the edge of the massive crater. The crowd parted, clearing a path. Otto stepped forward, noticing several crushed bloodstained beads next to the insignia. There were Hela hair accessory. A deathly silence fell over everyone. Only the soft sound and stiff sobbing break the stillness. Granny Nisa silently embraced Zay. Terry rubbed his eye, while Ross hung his head, face buried in his palm. Heavy gloom settled over everyone. Only Zay continued frigid, restlessly beneath Granny Nisa's cloak.
Wait! Look over there!
There they are!
Is that...
Two figures appear in the swirling dust, supporting each other as they stumble forward with determination, emerging step by step. The two silhouettes are growing larger and clearer. They're still alive! Yeah, let's go.
Incredibly amazing, totally unbeatable hero Hela is back! Safe and sound!
Hela!
And the Hypatia too! They're back!
Yup. Imagine freaking Ice Snow, like get rid of them. They will piss off a lot of people. Because everybody like love Hela so much. Like imagine if they did that so dirty. Oh my god. Though covered in worms, their step grow quicker and lighter with each stride. Hela's face break into enormous grin. The crowd erupt in thunderous cheer as everyone rushed forward, surrounding Hela and Hypatia in a tight circle.
We won! We beat the big monster! We won!
Oops. Surrounded by the crowd, Hypatia appeared flustered and overwhelmed, even stammering a little as she tried to speak.
But logically, I shouldn't have been able to block that final attack. Someone else stepped in to defend me. Who was it?
It was Hela. Hypatia turned her head to find a mischievous grin on Hela's face.
Actually...
Oh wait, I forgot. It was not Hela. It was someone else. Was it Syneth? I think, yeah, Syneth. Damn. I literally played this freaking event yesterday. I already fucking forgot. But yeah, Syneth fucking helped them. Syneth leaped down the rock face intending to flee, but gets intercepted by two figures.
You came to recover the stuff hidden underground? So sorry, but we've already cleaned the place out.
And I'm sure you wouldn't want your lady to become the Apostle Sweet Treat, would you? So, how about making a deal with us?
A deal?
Oh?
Voice trembling slightly, the woman can't help lifting the corner of her mouth into a smile.
Interesting. I like it. Care to elaborate?
We said we cleaned the place out. We never said we actually took anything. That didn't count as a lie. But she disappeared right after landing the final blow. Oh well, doesn't matter. It's better she's gone. Excuse us! Make way, everyone! Pippa has something to say!
Hela pushed Hypatia into the center of the crowd.
Go on. We went over this. What's your opening line again?
Guys, I'm sorry. I made many impulsive decisions without consulting you all first. You guys must have been really worried.
Hela cleared her throat, gently prompting her to continue.
And?
Thank you, everyone. I'm home.
Yay! At the highest point of the city, the blue-haired woman stands on a jutting rock. She flipped the coin in her hand while watching the celebrating crowd far below.
If that girl hadn't turned back then, I might have actually dug up something else underground. But what's done is done. So be it.
I'm gonna do Lysandra interrogation later. Next time. So yeah, it's gonna be interesting. The threat outside Firo has been eliminated and the underground treasure are likely mostly destroyed. She has no reason to stay here anymore. The woman remained silent. After a moment, she let out a soft sigh.
In the end, you're still choosing to put your lives in someone else's hands.
She flipped the coin once more and catches. Without looking at the result, she turned and left the field without a moment hesitation. Oh my god, I can't freaking
Farewell.
speak today.
I may not understand this hope you all speak of, but if this is what you want, then I wish you all the best in surviving the fate you've chosen to embrace.
Under the sky framed by a ring of rocks, the Florians are all sobbing uncontrollably. Hypatia fluttered about frantically trying her best to comfort the townspeople. Meanwhile, Hela bounced into a crowd from behind, only to be dragged out by her ear by Horo before receiving a stone lecture. Oh man. The dark cloud had dissipated completely. The Vorians pinned the broken insignia back into her Hypatia's chest. It's no longer pristine and perfect, yet somehow is reflecting a light more brilliant than ever before. Everyone is talking, laughing. The sandy winds surrounding Firo had finally disappeared, and sunlight streamed down from above, illuminating the land. Tomorrow will be a new day. And we finished! Oh my god. How many freaking hours was it? Was it 4 hours? Jeez. But we did it. I mean, I already beat this, but you know, for the sake of anyone who watching this, we finally did it. Woo! 4 hours. Holy shit, that was so long. I feel like this event kind of short, you know, because normally like other event I did, it's not even, it's kind of long, but I like it. But this one it's kind of short in my opinion. But yeah, I still love it though. I mean, we get to know more about Irene families, you know. I mean, she's a Campbell. So, yeah. Okay. The aftermath. Hela scanned the area, eventually spotting Hypatia in a quiet corner away from the crowd.
Hey! What's the great hero doing spacing out here?
It's nothing. Maybe I'm just overthinking things.
Hypatia is gazing at the recent battlefield. The ground has been blasted open into a crater that lay straight underground, and the once sophisticated Autumn Secatum's furnace now lie destroyed, tilting amongst the ruin.
The crisis is over, but we can't linger in furor. Don't put too much trust in Cynics. She may have helped us then, but she could still rat on what happened here. We should leave as soon as possible.
That's right. No thanks to the anonymous benefactor.
So sneaky out of nowhere. Oh my god. The woman who should have left long ago is perched on a rocky ledge above them, watching the shocked pair below with a casual self-satisfaction.
What? After everything I've done, am I still not welcome here? Ugh, that stings.
So sneaky,
I was hoping
my
to catch an
god.
informant while I was at it, but unfortunately she got away. Anyway, I heard our permanently poker-faced Hypatia is finally starting to look a bit more like a living young girl. Can't miss the chance to witness that kind of wonder, can I? And you, clever little thing from this city.
Senes turned her gaze towards Hela, her eyes gleaming with hiding interest.
So you're Hela. I thought you were just some fragile dummy. But you've got more wits than I gave you credit for. Strays are always welcome at my place, and I treat my pets very well. Consider the offer, will ya?
Ugh, no! Take that offer back, please. Sounds super dodgy.
Senes burst into laughter, then suddenly she looked up into the distance. Her smile turned enigmatic.
Oh my. Looks like I won't be the only one making offers. Lucky you, little Hela.
Ew! Stop with the cryptic nonsense, you weirdo.
Oh my god, dude, this string is so funny to me. Oh my god. Hela isn't done calling her out yet, but the sudden commotion erupts amongst the crowd nearby. The Florian grow reckless, gathering mixed expression of joy and shock around something, exactly in the direction of Zen had been looking. Oh boy. I wonder who is coming. Someone is arriving. Hela stands on tiptoe trying to sneak a peek, but the crowd blocks her view of whatever is causing the commotion. She's only heard the person's voice.
You've protected the research, saved the people of Führer, and upheld your honor. You've grown so much. The Campbell family will be proud of you.
Someone is approaching. Hela feels Hypatia's hand suddenly tightening around her. Hypatia's voice jumbled, her fingertip ice cold.
Didn't you say you were heading to this city?
It's her brother.
Indeed. I've received an order from the city, on top of my many other official duties. But I still seize the chance to request half a day off to visit my baby sister while I'm passing by the area.
Oof.
You've made a good friend from far away, Hypatia. I'm happy for you.
The man moved through the crowd and stopped directly in front of the three of them.
Hello, Hela, and friends from the Legion. I am Adelaide Campbell, advisor to Fraser, nominal head of the Campbell family, and Hypatia's brother. My sister has been in your care, and I must express my deepest gratitude to you all. Would our esteemed guests like to visit Fraser? I believe it was your...
And we ended. Oh god, wow. So we finally get to meet Hypatia's brother. Oh boy. And got cliffhanger too. Oh man.